It's game time on 1112 BISN with live game coverage.
Edge is set. They do set the edge, and he's going to be taken down for a loss.
On your computer or mobile device, anywhere in the world. Expert play-by-play by Steve McDonald.
He's in for the touchdown.
Intriguing color analyst Alan Cummings.
South weathered that storm in the first minute, and now.
Are you ready? Sit back and enjoy the game, brought to you by the Bison. 1112 BISN, your Bison network.
And good evening, fans, and welcome to Bison Stadium here on the campus of Cheyenne South High School as we bring you the finale of the regular season Friday Night Lights in the 4A Conference here in Wyoming, as it is your South High Bison taking on their crosstown rival, the Central Indians. And it doesn't get any bigger than a game like this, folks. It's win and go home, or win and go on, lose and go home for the South High Bison. Similar situation for Central. The winner of this game is going to the playoffs. The loser is not necessarily assured a spot, and they don't get any bigger than this, do they, Al?
Oh, they do not. And you know what? Last year we were in the same situation with the South and Central game. The winner got to go to the playoffs. The loser ended up staying home. We didn't like the turnout, but you know what? This year it's a whole two different teams. Central's under a new coach. Anything can happen, Steve.
Total contrast in style with these teams. Central's known to throw the ball 40-plus times a game, and you know South's going to ground and pound it for you all evening. So it's going to be a contrast in styles. It's going to be an in-town rivalry. It's going to be an elimination game. It's got all of the dressings for a perfect Friday Night Light football game.
Yeah, it does. Compared to last week's game, Steve, it was freezing, you couldn't ask for a better night to have your 2018 regular season finale.
And you're listening to the S&J Science pregame show. We got a ton to cover for you. We're going to preview each team in depth. We've got one of your favorite segments, The Real Deal, with Phil Vigil. He'll be by directly. And we've got a new little segment we're going to shoot your way here early in the broadcast, the Hurry Up Offense with Coach Hurry Smith. What do you think of that?
That's a great, it's going to be a great segment, man.
He's a nice compliment to Phil The Real Deal Vigil. They are the powerhouse coaching staff here on the south side for the Johnson Firebirds, and he's the guy we always give a bunch of mess to because he's running the box down there on the opposite sideline. So you heard us talk about him a little bit, but we'll get him on here directly. And Alan, big night for this South team.
Yeah, a very big night, Steve. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better setup. You come on winning your last game 28-21, an emotional game where they blew a 15-point lead, ended up winning the game in the final quarter. Now you get to play your crosstown rival on the final game of the season, which is also homecoming for South. So that there's just so much amped up right now. You know, I wonder what the coaches did to keep these kids' heads and eyes focused straight rather than everything else going on. So,
well, they do look focused in the pregame, and it's the classic, are the good guys in white and the villains in black? No, not tonight, folks. It's the other way around. The good guys wearing the black uniforms, and the villains come across town in their white uniforms. So, S&J Science pregame show. Let's step away for a quick timeout, and we come back. A brand new segment for you, the Hurry Up Offense with Coach Hurry Smith here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
To protect your family with the Robert Martinez Agency. Having life insurance will protect you and your loved ones and help ensure the future. As a trusted advisor, Robert Martinez will guide you through the wide range of life insurance plans and their fantastic benefits to find an affordable plan with the right coverages. Working to guide and secure your future. Robert Martinez Agency, 20th and Central in downtown Cheyenne. Call for a no-obligation consultation and quote at 307-514-5003.
Back here live at Bison Stadium as we are on with our new segment, the Hurry Up Offense with Coach Hurry Smith. Coach.
Hey.
Coach Smitty. That's what everybody else knows him around here as Smitty. Coach, welcome, first of all, to your first pregame.
Hey, I'm excited to be here.
So tell us what it's like to run the box at a varsity high school football game.
You have to be in shape. That's the first thing. And at night I hear you guys talking about that popcorn. I don't get that luxury eating that popcorn.
You know, that's a good thing because the popcorn might make you cramp when you have to run 30 yards to place the marker after a first down run. Coach, you've been involved in the coaching in this town for a long time, all the way from the youth ranks to junior high. What's the one thing you notice about this South team that you think gives them a chance to win tonight?
The commitment. These kids that are out here tonight, they've been through a lot. They shed a lot of blood, a lot of tears, and they're still here. The final game of the season, homecoming. If you win, you're in. Mm-hmm. And I think that I was telling someone earlier when they were walking out that they look focused tonight. You know, I don't think they got caught up in all the homecoming hype. They're going to come out here and take care of business.
That's a great thing to hear is how focused they look. You know, actually, I'll agree with you on that because I came and actually set up about 3 o'clock today, and they were all down outside their locker room. And, you know, usually when I'm here that early, they all, hey, Alan, hey, how's it? The kids who know me. Not today. They all were straight focused listening to Coach Gallus. What do you think they need to do to win this game?
Well, if that defense plays anything it plays last week, consistent, they're going to take away the run, and then if we can stop that pass, the 40 passes, we're going to be okay. Offensively, just keep moving the chains like we normally do. That's our nature here at South. We're not going to do the big play, but we're going to get first downs and keep the ball moving down the field. And if we can do that and get a break, we're going to need a break tonight also, we're going to be fine. If I'm making a prediction right now that South wins this game.
Hey, there you go. That's a good prediction, especially, you know, they win, they're in. They lose, they go home. So there's a lot riding on the line. Coach, being a coach, now granted we don't have the playoffs anymore in the youth system. We really don't have the playoffs in the junior high system. What would you do as a coach to keep your kids focused in such a big game? Because like you said, it's homecoming. It's the last game of the regular season, and they have that chance to make the playoffs. What do you do as a coach to keep your kids focused?
Well, tonight the mission is a little bit different. All the other games, we were just coming out trying to win the game, stay in the game. This game has more involved in it. So tonight we have to focus on the mission, no mistakes, no penalties, and just play Bison football. And that's the way we'll stay focused tonight, is to make sure that we do the things that we do best. And if we do the things that we do best, we're going to come out on top.
Coach, if there was one particular play that you would want to run as a coach, what would the name of that play be? Give us the play call you would tell your quarterback right before the huddle.
Right before the huddle, doubles, 30. Doubles, 30. That'll be the name of my play.
And this is the Hurry Up Offense with Coach Hurry Smith. Coach, thank you so much. We hope to have you come back for the basketball season.
Hey, that sounds great. But I just want to say this, that this is the best broadcast. I sit home and I watch it at night, even at work, while the government's paying me to watch it at work.
Well, we don't do that with government work. Coach Smith, we'd love to have you back in the wintertime with basketball. Thank you once again.
Okay, thank you,
guys.
guys.
We appreciate everything you do.
Great job, guys. Do a great job.
We're going to take a quick time out on the S&J Science pregame show. We'll be back with Steve, and we're waiting for the real deal back here live on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network. Welcome to the historic Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins, located access to the Hot Springs State Park, as well as world-class fishing, motorcycling, golfing, rodeo grounds, and downtown shopping and restaurants. A Wyoming family-owned and operated motel for travelers, offers seasonal rates for nightly, weekly, and monthly rentals. Senior, military, and government discounts are also available. Stay at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins on your next visit to Thermopolis, Wyoming. Make your reservation by calling 307-421-7520 and tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
Steve McDonald, are we on?
Yep, we're on.
We're on. Steve McDonald, Alan Cummings here at Top Bison Stadium as we get ready for the South High Bison taking on the Central Indians. Big game. Got a lot more to cover here in the S&J Science pregame show, but Alan's got a special pregame interview lined up for you right now.
Well, you know, first of all, we were able to interview Coach Quigley before the game started, get his thoughts on the game, but I want to give a congratulations to him and his wife. They just had a baby like this week, if I'm right. Yep. And so congratulations to him.
Yes, congrats, Coach.
His wife, the head volleyball coach at Cheyenne East. So congratulations to both of you. I asked him if he got much sleep, and he said not really, especially last night. Last night he didn't get any sleep at all. So I was very lucky to get this interview. And here he is, Coach Quigley, on his thoughts of today's game. Hey, this is Alan with Coach Quigley. Coach, last game of the regular season, big game tonight. A lot on the line. What are you guys prepared for?
I think, it's crosstown. Anything goes. We know that they have some tricks up their sleeves that we had to prepare for, and they know we have some up our sleeves that they had to get ready for. So at the end of the day, it's crosstown, and the kids' emotion and that fire for that competitive crosstown bragging rights is up in the air. So the kids come out, play a little bit harder, and it's an emotional game, and we have to control our emotions and play well.
Got a team that likes to pass a lot, got a lot of speed on that team. Do you have any plans to keep that speed contained?
Oh, absolutely. We designed that all year round, and just everything we've done throughout the whole season's led up to this moment. We just got to put it all together. Nothing's really changed as far as our approach to the game. We know what we have to do, and then just getting everyone to do their job, and we'll execute and be successful.
Right on, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
So there you have it, folks. Coach Curtis Quigley heads up the special teams units for South, is also an assistant coach on the offense and defense side of the ball. And Alan, what do you think about what he had to say before the game?
He really didn't give too much. I don't know. Maybe he thought the central coaching staff might have been watching our pregame show. But, I do like what he had to say about the game. They do have things planned for the central passing offense. Nico Vite, their speedster, they have things planned for him. So it's going to be interesting to see what South does defensively to keep this offense in check.
So as we kind of drill into the meat of the game tonight, a lot of things going on here at Bison Stadium. Of course, it is the homecoming game for the South High Bison. That's kind of odd to have your homecoming game be the last game of the season, but hopefully that'll bring back a lot of alumni and a lot of spirit to help catapult them over the top tonight.
And that's true with the alumni barbecue going on right now. I was able to see some familiar faces that graduated from here. So the great thing about homecoming, for many people don't realize it, is Steve and I we've been covering South since they first opened their doors. And so I remember when it was becoming.
Yeah.
When it was becoming.
Oh, yeah, because they didn't even have anybody to come
exactly.
back.
Exactly. And so now to finally have the homecoming and to see the alumni come back, celebrate being an alumni at South High School, it's always a great thing.
On top of homecoming, it is a crosstown rivalry. It is South versus Central, and of course, an important game for these young kids. For the first 6 or 7 years of this series, the other two teams the other two Cheyenne teams, East and Central, probably didn't really consider this much of a rivalry. 2 years ago, as we know, South beat both teams, won the city championship, and so there's a lot more flavor to these in-town games, even if there's not much on the line.
And, that's the whole thing is actually South, other than Rock Springs, who they beat this year to make it 2 wins against them, they have more wins against Cheyenne Central as well than any other team in the 4A conference other than Rock Springs with 2 wins. And we actually beat Central 2 out of 3 years. And so it's going to be interesting to see if we can carry the momentum. Now, last year, I'm going to bring up last year's game. We were in that game going into it. We win and we're in. Either team. Central didn't have a choice either. If they lost, they were out. So we ended up losing 55-6 or something like that, 55-14. So it's going to be interesting to see what South does differently this year compared to what Central was doing last year. Last year, they didn't pass the ball as much. So, it's a new team, new coach. It's going to be great to see how they do it.
So we've talked about the homecoming. We've talked about the crosstown rivalry, and probably the biggest element of this game is the playoff implications. I was listening to the TV news the other night, and they said this week, week 9, there are 32 different scenarios to set the playoffs up for the 4A conference. 32 different scenarios.
Holy smokes. Well, I've actually got the South scenarios with us right now on here, and I'm going to go ahead and pop them up. So for the South to make the playoffs, those are the officials. Let me turn those off really fast. Who cares about that right now? So your playoff scenarios for South. Here we go. Win, and you're in. Simple as that. Now, the other seeding scenarios is if they win tonight and Rock Springs and Kelly Walsh lose, the Bison would be the 6th seed in the playoffs. If they win tonight and Rock Springs loses but Kelly Walsh wins, we'll be the 7th seed. Obviously, if we win and both Rock Springs and Kelly Walsh win, then we'll be the 8th seed. I already said it. Lose, and the 2018 season is done. Bison and Central both played in a similar situation last year, and like I said, we ended up losing 55-6. Now, Central's playoff, win and they're in. Also like us, win and they're in. But they have a little bit more leeway than what we do. With the win, they'll automatically get the 7th seed, regardless what happens with Kelly Walsh and Rock Springs. If they lose, they'll still qualify for the playoffs if Kelly Walsh loses. Now, they'll qualify as the 8th seed. But if they lose tonight and Kelly Walsh wins, then the 2018 season for Central will be over.
Some of the other scenarios involve some of the top teams. Of course, South is, Cheyenne East, number 3 in the state, is hosting number 4 Sheridan right across town tonight. That has some big implications as well. East could end up being the 1 through the 4 seed, depending on what they do. If they win, it's likely that it'll be a coin toss that'll figure out the top 3 seeds between them, Natrona, and Thunder Basin. If they lose, they're likely going to be the 4 seed by virtue of the tiebreaker with Sheridan. Sheridan would then be 3, and then Natrona and Thunder Basin, Natrona with the win over there would be the 1 seed. So a lot of different scenarios to talk about, and it's going to be a fun night here, but the big thing to concentrate on here is win, and you're in for the South Bison. So let's take another quick little time out. When we come back, your favorite segment of the evening, The Real Deal with Coach Phil Vigil, right here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network. Welcome to the historic Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins. Located in scenic Thermopolis, Wyoming, it is within walking distance access to the Hot Springs State Park, as well as world-class fishing, motorcycling, golfing, rodeo grounds, and downtown shopping and restaurants. A Wyoming family-owned and operated motel for travelers, offers seasonal rates for nightly, weekly, and monthly rentals. Senior, military, and government discounts are also available. Stay at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins on your next visit to Thermopolis, Wyoming. Make your reservation by calling 307-421-7520 and tell them 1112 BISN sent you. Hey, this is Alan with 1112 BISN. We don't have music yet, but it's the segment that everybody loves, everybody waits for. It's The Real Deal with Phil Vigil.
I need some music, man. We're going to have to work on this, man.
How was that?
I'm a music man.
Hey,
You're
you know
a music
what?
man. Where the heck is the music?
We got a month and a half before our next broadcast
Holy
after tonight. We're gonna compose something. How does that sound?
Yeah,
I play a wicked guitar. Steve can slap that bass.
One of you guys is going to have to start singing.
There you go.
Which one it is. I heard him singing the piano, man. Or what was it he was singing last week? It's like, I Can't Drive 55 or something.
Sammy Hagar?
Yeah.
I think that was me, actually.
Maybe that was you. Man, I'll tell you what. I'm excited to be here tonight. I'm telling you. I just came from down there at the little tailgate party. They had fried chicken. They had hot dogs, chips. They had all kinds of stuff down there, man.
What?
I walked by the fried chicken table, and I couldn't help. I had to stop, man.
Oh, man, you can never go wrong with some fried chicken.
That's right. They had a little tailgate party going down there. I was getting the students fired up. I said, students, we got to get loud tonight. Every student at South High School's got to be in the student section. We got to make some noise. We got to be here tonight for our team, man, because really this is a playoff game for us. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
here's
a live shot of me and Coach Vigil. Hey, what's up? What is up, boy?
Hey,
There you go, man. Live shot from Bison Stadium.
Hey, I'm looking a lot better than Hurry Up Offense, that's for sure. Yeah.
You know, actually, I didn't get a chance to turn this on. So once again, now last week when I did this, I don't know if you guys remember when I did this last week. I forgot to put it on live view because I was still in studio mode.
I'm so pretty.
For the fans out there, I sincerely apologize for that mistake. Well, once again, put a face to the voice. I'm Alan with 1112 BISN. There's The Real Deal with Phil B here. There's Scott Hume, the Bison Stadium announcer.
What about these guys over here? Who's doing the press?
So we've got, he's a legend.
Gagliardi?
Robert Gagliardi
he
from
is a legend.
Wyoming Tribune Eagle, Wyoming News, Wild Sport. He is in Laramie. He actually came over. Then we've got the people who only wish they could broadcast. I mean, they're good broadcasters. I'm sorry. No, great crew over there. K-Ray, just like KFBC, they're getting into the video side. So, of course, I'm going to be a little defensive because
you were the first.
We are the premier web streaming station in the state of Wyoming. So
There's
the voice of the Bison, Steve McDonald. And here's the equipment. For those of you who've always wanted to know what we do, here's the laptop we use with OBS. There's our nice camera that we just got this year.
Looks good. We've moved on up.
We have moved on up, and there's the South Marching Band getting ready to do everything. Sorry, that's the cord. So, Coach, last game of the regular season. Now, I did ask Coach Smitty this. I'm going to keep this honest. I did ask Coach Smitty this, and Coach, a lot riding on this game. It's the last game of the regular season. It's homecoming. If you win, you make it to the playoffs. What do you do as a coach to keep your kids focused for the whole week?
It's hard because, you know, I spent most of the time in junior high, but in high school, I did coach high school basketball homecoming week. You know, everybody's talking about who they're going to take to the dance and working on their dance moves. So you tend to lose focus a little bit. But, man, you tell the kids at practice every day that this is your playoff game, because it is. It really is. I mean, yeah, granted, I didn't hear if there's a scenario if we lost, we're still we're out.
Not
right?
for South, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to win this. This is your playoff start right now. That's got to be the focus in the locker room. Kids got to know that. They got to believe that. This is a game that they can win. So, yeah, we're going to do the national anthem here.
Looks like it here.
But, yeah, that's the main key. That's the focus. If you can't get yourself fired up as a football player in high school against a crosstown rival on homecoming in a playoff atmosphere football game, you know, you shouldn't be playing football.
That you said it right there. You've got to be able to get yourself amped up. You don't need motivation, especially in a game like this. It's a crosstown rivalry game, first of all. So this just adds a little bit more spice to that crosstown rivalry.
I'm fired up, and I'm just a scorekeeper, you know.
Well, for those of you that didn't know, I actually woke up and put black paint under my eyes this morning.
We should have all worn that tonight.
I kind of got it in my eyes, so I had to wash it off. So
they would have thought you had your Halloween mask on.
Are they getting ready to do the national anthem?
Because our team isn't even out yet.
Okay, our team's not out yet. So we're going to keep talking with the real deal before we get back to the S&J Science pregame show. So, Coach, what are your keys to victory for South tonight?
Well, you know, Coach Gallus is stuck with that run. He's stuck with that same offense all year long. It looked good last week. What did Soda run for 190 yards?
198 yards.
I just talked to him on the sideline. He's fired up. He's got a little bit of a tweak, but he said he's ready to roll. Hanson, I saw him taking some snaps at that fullback position. Just got to run the ball up the middle. That sets up everything else. It did last week with that big play with the pass. You know, the run, it's going to set it up. Central loves to pass the ball. You know, that's their thing. They got a good quarterback. They got good receivers. Hopefully our secondary can keep them from passing the ball too much. And if we stop the run and make them one-dimensional, that's even better. So
that is even better. And you know what? I heard through the grapevine that we might see a Cade Burns sighting as a wide receiver tonight.
That's interesting. He's got good hands. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He's 6'5", so, yeah.
Got good hands. He's fast. What does South got to do to keep Nico Vitae in check?
You know,
I mean, that kid
is so fast. Yeah, he's a fast kid. And this turf is fast. So, yeah, you got to keep everything in front of you and don't give up the big plays. That's the big thing. So,
well, we are getting ready for the national anthem. And, Coach, once again, the real deal with Phil Vigil. Hey, we're going to be off for a month and a half, can't we?
What am I going to do now on Friday night without you?
You know, I don't know, but we got basketball coming up. You're more than welcome to join us whenever you're watching the game.
I am. You know I will.
Right on, Coach. Well, we're going to take a quick time out, come back here after the national anthem on 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
Motel & Cabins in Thermopolis offers free high-speed internet, air conditioning, cable TV, and rustic cabins and large motel rooms to fit you and your family's needs. Located within walking distance of the Hot Springs State Park, downtown shopping and restaurants, why would you want to stay anywhere else for your next trip to Thermopolis? Wyoming owned and operated, the Round Top Mountain Motel & Cabins will make you feel like home during your stay. Make your reservation now by calling 307-421-7520. The Round Top Mountain Motel & Cabins in Thermopolis. A lot of Wyoming at a very competitive price.
It's much more affordable than you realize to protect your family with the Robert Martinez Agency. Having life insurance will protect you and your loved ones and help ensure the future. As a trusted advisor, Robert Martinez will guide you through the wide range of life insurance plans and their fantastic benefits to find an affordable plan with the right coverages. Working to guide and secure your future. Robert Martinez Agency, 20th and Central in downtown Cheyenne. Call for a no-obligation consultation and quote at 307-514-5003.
Pena Business Services, providing bookkeeping, payroll, tax, and notary services since 2007. At Pena Business Services, they help small to medium-sized companies and nonprofits for all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. They also help individuals with their tax preparations, helping manage your day-to-day accounting with services provided on a schedule that fits your budget. Their goal is providing business owners like you peace of mind on your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax concerns so you can focus on your business. Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all of the pieces? Give Pena Business Services a call at 307-369-2708 to set up a free consultation.
This broadcast.
Back here live from Bison Stadium. Steve McDonald, Alan Cummings, Phil the Real Deal Vigil and Scott Hume, a cast of thousands, as we prepare you for tonight's regular season finale between the South High Bison and the Central Indians. And we've talked about the importance of the game from the standpoint of the playoffs. Let's talk a little bit about the two different teams. We'll get Alan's keys to victory in a moment, but as we talked about earlier, it's going to be the ground and pound.
And as well,
Yeah, but Gillette really didn't pass that much last week. It was that little wildcat thing that kind of caught South off guard.
That's true. That was Gillette. Who was I thinking about? That passed the ball, Sheridan.
Yeah.
Sheridan.
Yeah, it will.
They passed the ball at will. East, that's what they used to get back into the game and take over the game against us. They threw us off with that passing. We played back, and then they threw in their third-string running back who ended up running for like a high school record. I'm just joking. It wasn't a high school record, but so it's things like that. The one thing that South cannot do tonight, and they've this year is probably the first year I've seen them do it, is when things don't go their way, they cannot let it get to them. They've got to keep their head on no matter what happens. If Central goes down and scores, you've got to keep your head on and keep playing the game.
And so, with Central, one of the big things, Central did, I don't know if they won the toss or if South actually deferred, but Central will be getting the ball to start the game, and that's one big thing. Twice this season, South has given up opening game kickoff returns for a touchdown, so they've got to make sure that they start off with a bang, keep Central down in their end, and make Central work for everything that they get tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Make them work for everything they have. Do not give up the big plays. South's unfortunately given up some big plays here and again. And, they do it especially after like a series where they played great defensively. Then they come out the next series, and next thing 2 plays later, the team scores. Don't give up that big play.
And Central, of course, we talked about, they're led by their junior quarterback, Dawson McCleary. He's doing a good job throwing the ball around. One of his favorite targets is Nico Vitae. Vitae, the speedster, Alan. What does the South need to do to contain Vitae tonight?
I would try to bump him off the line. I know that's easier said than done. Maybe try to throw off his rhythm. South's probably going to play off, and they might even play cover 2 on him. They might throw a guy over top, have some underneath coverage with a guy over top. One thing that they just cannot let him run around by himself into the backfield. Now, the one thing that Central will do, and this is what I have to worry about, is in 2013, if you remember, they came in here, we played off, and every time, 2014 they did this. Every time they came up to the line, the quarterback checked off and just threw a quick little out to the flat or threw a quick slant.
Hooker, yeah.
Yeah, and so that wasn't Central's strength that year. So it's going to be interesting now that they are passing a lot. If South plays off, how many times we'll see those checkdowns or those quick audibles at the line into a quick pass like that.
And that's the other thing we talked about. The thing South could do to help themselves is keep long, sustained drives on the offense. Keep that Central offense on the bench and chew some clock up.
That's exactly it. But you want those drives to be productive as well. You don't want to drive 50 yards down the field and end up having to punt. You want to get points out of these drives. That's the worst feeling in the world when you eat up 7-8 minutes on the clock and get nothing out of it. So you want to kind of get something out of it. Worst case scenario, at least flip the field on them.
So here we go, folks. The team's about ready to take the field. The uniform report tonight, Central, of course, in their all-white uniforms, white pants and white shirts, white helmets. They do have red sleeves on the shirt and red numerals. South in their all black. It's the white and the black, and South's black pants, black jerseys. They are doned in Vegas gold numerals and the flat black helmets, which I really like, with the S on one side.
And here's your officials for tonight's game. We got Dwayne Welch at referee, Brad Pickard at umpire. The linesman is Charles Kuhn. Line judge is Jonathan Straube, and back judge is Gary Schleich.
So Ty Langley and Nico Vitae will go deep for the Indians. Of course, Pedro Silva, the Brazilian, will tee it up at the 40-yard line.
First quarter. I got to change that. Sorry, it says final. Woo! Ooh, you guys have been freaking out. This game started early.
0-0 final. We'd be playing on into the night.
Hey, so if you're watching this game, make sure you use the live chat feature located, if you're on your mobile device, it's located at the very bottom of your screen. If you don't see it, underneath the media player on your mobile device, you'll see an option that says live chat. Click on that. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're watching for, either Central or South, and we'll give you a shout-out on air.
So Silva to kick it off, and we're ready to go, folks. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. And it'll be kind of a squibber. Don't want to get it in Vitae's hands. It'll be picked up by the upback at about the 28. And number 30, I believe, had the ball. And so Central will run it out to their own 45-yard line.
You said number 30 had the ball?
Number 30 had the ball for about a 17-yard return.
Ooh, here we go. Central's got great field position to start this game. Let's see what South does defensively.
So 1st and 10 Indians, ball at their own 45-yard line. They'll bring twin receivers each side. Number 30 is the back. That's Kobe Goosen. And now we have a smoke out going in the south end. Student sections with their colored powder.
This should be he should have to come off the field for one play, and he did.
So they're trotting in a new receiver here.
Quarterback.
Oh, the quarterback did, huh?
Yep. Had to come out for one play.
So who are they replacing him with?
Now, you know what's funny? I don't hear anybody giving him crap for doing that.
Just make him snap it. Number 7 is Nathaniel Talich. So he'll have a single back and twins each side. The give straight ahead to Langley. Big hole there, and boy, maybe South a little bit. Oh, there's a ball's on the ground.
Let's see who gets it. South got it. Let's see who recovered it for South.
South did get it, and Trey Trimble comes out of the pile with it. Turnover on the first play.
And that was number 28 who ran that, or number 30?
30 ran it. So South gets the first big break of the game here.
Well, that's a huge break. First play of the game, and South comes away with the turnover. Huge!
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 And they'll start at their own 43-yard line.
I got to remind Steve that we're doing stats so he can give me a
so I can try
number
to keep up with it.
Boy, Talich, that backup quarterback's a freshman.
So here they come to the line. South in their double wing. It'll be Trimble under center and Soto, the fullback. Fake the give, they'll go counter. First play out, it's Dominguez. Dominguez will be tackled far side by number 1 on the tackles, Jackson Thomas. He'll get just a yard on the play. Look at Smitty over there already. He's at the 45, ball's at the 44. First drive of the game.
Oh, that's so great.
He's fighting for that extra yard. Second, we'll call it 9. Smitty calls it 8. Trimble, pitch, be Dominguez, far side, down the sidelines, and let's see where they mark him out. Pushed out by number 55, but not before he gets all the way to the central 44-yard line for a first down.
That's a great, great play right there, Steve.
So 1st and 10 South, and they're into Central territory here.
Well, this is what we kind of talked about, kind of have these type of drives.
Now South will send a couple receivers out to the left.
Sorry, just leveling the camera out, folks. I don't mean to get you guys sick if you're
watching.
Pitch
this time out near side. Oh, and he had some room, too.
Oh, he did. It's going to be a penalty on South.
False start. So Dominguez, they're featuring him early on.
Well, last week they featured Garcia early. And so now they're giving Dominguez a chance. And you know what? He played a great game last week, too.
Yeah. So that'll back South up to the 49-yard line, still on the central side of the field. Cade Burns trotting into the game.
But I tell you, this kid's tall and he can run. We got Christina Lancaster from Cheyenne, Wyoming watching, as well as Charles Blanchard. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to us while you're there.
It'll be Soto this time, and he'll have positive yards. He might have. Did he lose the ball?
Nope.
I think 55 again was in on the
yeah.
tackle. Soto's going to get it to the 40. We'll call it the 45. Gain of 4.
You'll notice Soto kind of limping off the field. He hurt himself in practice last night, so
So what's their other
tweaked
option?
his
at
ankle.
fullback?
Joe Hansen.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's
know,
right.
and Joe Hansen ran fullback earlier in the season, and he actually didn't do that bad of a job. So, in my opinion, I don't think they're really losing, but they're losing the speed. But they get a lot of toughness too, as well, with Joe.
Burns comes near side. And fake the give. They're going to throw it. Oh, and that's intercepted by number 21. Hunter Scott makes the tackle. So trading turnovers here on the first 2 drives of the game.
Not exactly how you wanted to end that.
Boy, he threw that on a rope, but
Boy,
it
he
just had a
did.
little bit too much giddy up on it.
You know, that was actually Kobe Bartow that was lined up near side.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Kobe, put that on your Facebook page. Central start from their own 19. Again, twin receivers. They'll go right back to Langley up the middle, and South's going to stand him up there.
Is that Goosen?
Goosen, excuse me. Who's that, 76 on the tackle? And they'll get that across to about the 22 for a gain of 3. Trips receivers near side. McCleary. With the hard count, South got back, didn't quite jump off. And they'll go to the air for the first time. He has a man far side that's caught by number 2, I believe. It is number 2. Tackled out there by Kari. Nope, no, it's number 11. That'll be a first down, though. It'll get him up to the 35.
It's Leandre Ray, the freshman.
So 1st and 10 now, Central. Low snap, but they're going to try to flare it out. That's Vite, the speech. There's a block in the back that's not called. That looked like, anyways, to me. Right in front of us here. And Vite is going to get the ball across to the 41-yard line.
Is their quarterback number 7?
11.
11?
So from the 41.
That
Give straight ahead, and it'll be 30, and he's going to be wrapped up by Trimble.
Trimble and who
Don't
else,
look like
though?
they gave him any positive yardage. Well, 57's Brady Dunn's on the bottom, and Joe Hansen as well. And they're going quickly here, 3rd down. 4 yards to gain for Central. Trips far side. McCleary. Take the snap, fake the give, go out to the right side on the hitch, and it'll be Langley. He's going to have a first down. Tackled by Trimble there, but not before he gets across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. So again, Central no huddle, Twins each side. 8:34 to go, first quarter, no score.
Boy, they're just using those short little small, those quick little hitters right there, Steve. So South's got to be careful and not
Here
get
comes
lulled
again.
to sleep.
Near side, number 9. So they're just taking advantage of the depth of the DBs. Hansen made the tackle, so that was a little 9-on-9 violence there. Into South territory at the South 49.
But I tell you what, man, McCleary, he's already 4 for 4 for 26 yards, 2 first downs. But they're using these quick hitters, and that's what I'm saying. You know, they're seeing that South is playing off, and they're doing exactly what a passing team should do. You know, they're going to take advantage of that. They're going to bring up those defensive backs and probably try to beat them deep after that. So if you look top side right now, you got a guy that's playing 10 yards off that top receiver. Thankfully, they ran.
There's Goosen again up the middle. Ball's out again. Did he fumble for the second time?
Who recovered it this time?
Number 50 with the turnover for South. Austin White with the fumble recovery, and that's the second one Gooson's given up tonight, and South has it again in decent field position.
See, that's what I thought. That's what I was asking about. No, you guys said number.
So the 2 times Talich has been in at quarterback.
We've ended up fumbling.
They've fumbled both times.
Central.
It's not his fault. I mean, because the guy's 5 or 6 yards down the field before he fumbles. There's a fake. And pitch out to Dominguez. Looks like Langley closed the gap quickly there. They're going to give him forward progress up to about the, I'm going to call it the 50-yard line. Gain of 3.
Well, this is a big drive for South right here, Steve. Big drive. Make sure you guys send us a shout-out on the YouTube chat. If you're watching on your mobile device, it's found on the bottom of your screen. If you're on your computer at home, it is on the right side of your screen. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're watching for. We'll give you a shout-out.
Second call at 7 for South. Yeah, they got to take advantage of these turnovers, that's for sure. They'll give straight ahead, and they'll move the pile. Number 20, that's Hanson with the carry. Number 20 on the tackle. But Hanson will get 46, up to the 46 for a gain of 4.
Well, that's a huge run, though, because it's manageable now.
Yeah, 3rd and 3.
Yeah, so it's not the 3rd and long. South's got to be able to get a first down here. Keep this drive going.
That is Bartow near side. Double wing for South. Fake the give. They'll give counter Dominguez. First down and more. He's across the 40-yard line. It's like number 20 and number 21 on the tackle. But he'll get to the 38 for 8 yards and a first down. So the Bison.
That was huge.
Hit a little bit of business, yes.
That was a huge first down. 3 turnovers in this first quarter. 2 fumbles by Central, 1 interception by South. Now that's Cade Burns near side, if I'm right. Yes, it
Trimble,
is.
give. It'll come near side. Little hole. Oh, and the ball pops out. Holy cow. Nobody can hold on to the football. Number 21.
Boy, he got a fumble recovery and who fumbled that?
Garcia. So neither team wants to hang on to the football very badly tonight. And he had a big hole. He was going places with that.
By number 21, he's already got 10 defensive points. 11. He's got an interception and a fumble recovery. Man.
He's all over the field. We better call that kid out. Blaine Dilly.
Blaine Dilly.
Dilly.
I work with his dad.
So 1st and 10 Central. They're going to pitch out this side, or this time far side. And that's number 20, I think, with the ball there. Trey Trimble with the tackle. Carter Labatos. He'll get it up to the 35-yard line. He was a running back for mine and Allen's powerhouses teams.
Yes, he was.
In the youth league. Now he's grown up to be a grown man playing high school football and running the ball. This time they'll throw it out. It'll be 21 with the reception. Hanson with the tackle, but it'll be a first down for Central. Out to the 44.
How many was that?
9 on the carry, or on the pass.
Boy, McCleary, man, he's 5 for 5.
So the South DBs are giving them such big cushions out
there. They're afraid of that speed.
A full 10 yards off the ball. Now Vitae in motion. There'll be a pitch to him. And
great
he'll have
set.
to cut it back in the middle. And Vitae just trying to make things happen. Kari Wright will make the tackle. but not before he gets 6 yards to the 50.
But I tell you what, the defense did everything you want the defense to do. They set a great edge, forced Vitae back in the middle. Unfortunately, we left too much of the middle open. He was able to cut that all the way back and get 6 yards out of it.
So 2nd and 4 for Central, right at the 50-yard line. Very hard count.
It's a big defensive series for South.
It is a big series.
You've forced her 2 turnovers. You've turned the ball over twice yourself.
Harry Smith said in the pregame that South needs a break. Well, they've gotten 2 of them, but they've done nothing with them. So there's going to be a pass out far side. That's going to be Langley. Brady Dunn's going to make the tackle, but not before Langley's all the way down to the 35 for a first down. And, you know, Central's just going to do that all night if South's going to continue to play this cushion.
Well, I tell you what.
I understand that they're concerned about the speed.
This reminds me of that game in 2014, and that's all they did. They checked off to those short routes. Ooh, man.
Stuffed on the middle run there. Number 20 with the carry. And number 50, that's Carter Labatos. And Austin White with the tackle, 1 yard on the play.
Beautiful night for football.
There's big Brady Storbo into the game now. He'll be in the slot. McCleary to pass. He's looking for a big one. It's Langley. No, Nico Vitae into the end zone. No flags on the field. That's a Central touchdown from 34 yards out.
Well, I'll tell you what, Central able to take advantage of our turnovers and get the touchdown. And what did we tell you? They're going to lull you to sleep with those short, quick hitters. We didn't change our coverage on that. They still gave him that distance, but man, he just outran our guys. And you know, give McCleary some credit with a great pass. South's got to figure that out now. And
number 28 with the extra point is up and is good. So 2:57 to go here in the first quarter. It's Central 7, South nothing. You're listening to high school football on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Payroll, tax, and notary services since 2007. At Pena Business Services, they help small to medium-sized companies and nonprofits for all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. They also help individuals with their tax preparations, helping manage your day-to-day accounting with services provided on a schedule that fits your budget. Their goal is providing business owners like you peace of mind on your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax concerns so you can focus on your business. Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all of the pieces? Give Pena Business Services a call at 307-369-2708 to set up a free consultation.
No.
So Central, fresh off the score, will kick the ball off.
Is that 28 kicking?
Looks like Kari Wright's deep. Can't see who the other Bison is over there. They'll take a bounce and just let it go into the end zone. So it will be a touchback. South will take possession at their 20-yard line. And Allen, you know, Central gave South 2 opportunities with 2 turnovers, and South gave it right back.
And you know what? They were 2 opportunities really, you know, in great field position, and we were just unable to capitalize. Maybe that, like I said, that's the emotion of the game, you know. You had 2 seniors involved in those turnovers. You had Trimble, who overthrew his receiver, turned it into an interception. Then you had Garcia, who had a great run up the middle and then ended up turning the ball over, not tucking the ball away properly, and it ended up becoming a turnover, Steve.
So maybe South, with 80 yards in front of them, will operate and put together something here to answer the Central score. Trimble with 2 backs behind him now. It'll give straight ahead, and pushing the pile there, I believe, is Hansen. He's wrapped up there by number 55. But he'll get 5 yards up to the 25. Nice gain on first down. Cade Burns back into the game. Be 2nd and 5. Trimble will bring him out of the huddle. Burns will go wide right.
Use that speed. They're playing off on him, too.
Fake the give, and we're going to pitch to the outside. Oh, nice hit there. It's going to be, is that Dominguez?
No, it's Garcia.
Garcia, okay.
Boy,
That'll bring, ooh, boy, they're just right at the 30. Let's see if Trimble will keep it on the sneak here. You know Central's going to be looking fullback. Let's see what the South coaching staff comes up with here on 3rd and 1. And they're going to kind of spread it out on 3rd and 1. And Trimble just take it himself. He'll get the first down. 58 on the tackle, but Trimble will get ahead for about 3 yards up to about the 38-yard line. Pardon me, 33.
Lance Hart sighting. Man, it's our last broadcast till like December, dude.
Yeah?
Dude, you just said
R&R.
dude.
R. 1st and 10 South. Give. It'll be fullback, and he's not going to have anywhere to go that time. Thought it was 30. 35 had him wrapped up from behind. No gain. .49 seconds to go here, first quarter. South might get another playoff here. They are trailing 7-0 on the physical
4 turnovers.
therapy scoreboard.
35 seconds left in this first quarter. There's been 4 turnovers in this first quarter. 2 by South, 2 by Central. Central able to capitalize on South's last turnover.
They'll go fullback again, straight up the middle, nothing doing. 57 on the tackle, and that will probably, did they even give him, they didn't give him anything. Yep, nope. They'll give him a yard up to the 34. And that's going to wind the clock down here in the first quarter. So after 1 quarter play, it's Cheyenne Central 7, Cheyenne South 0. You're listening to high school football on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Stay the next time you're in Thermopolis, Wyoming. One review from TripAdvisor says, "The Round Top is a great place to stay, not only because it's old-fashioned and quaint, not only because it's very inexpensive, and not only because you truly feel like a guest, it is also just a 10-minute walk to the hot springs. I don't know why you'd want to stay anywhere else. Make your reservation now at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins by calling 307-421-7520.
And we're back here live at Bison Stadium. Just get ready to start the second quarter. It is Central 7 and South 0. South will come out here with a 3rd and long here after 2 fullback dives.
Dude, we got Gagliardi to our right, man.
Robert Gagliardi.
We got Vigil to our left and Gags to our right. It's a special night here.
It's a Vigil. It's a double meat sandwich with Vigil. Gagliardi supplying the bread.
Physical sports and physical therapy and balance center sports update. Score update. You got Natrona leading 21-0, Steve.
Okay, 3rd and 9. Hang tight here. Hang tight, rascal. Pitch out near side and trying to cut the corner is a flag, so it's going to come back. I don't know if it's a hold or a block in the back, but number 20 on the tackle, Labatos.
Well, that's his 3rd tackle already.
So let's spot it first, guys. Can you spot it so we know where it's at?
So who ran that?
Dominguez. I want to go against Central. So Dominguez got it up to the 44.
Just a 5-yarder.
Excuse me, he got it up to the 39.
It's going to be a first down, though.
And a 5-yard penalty takes it to the 44. And it'll be a Bison first down.
Kobe Bartow coming near side. Yep, he's going far side now.
So South.
See, we're getting in our basketball.
I know.
Near side, far side.
I know, catch myself doing that. So the 4th first down here in the first half for South. They've only put the ball in the air one time. That didn't turn out too well for them. Trimble's going to call timeout. Doesn't look like what he sees, so let's take one with them. High school football right here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network. With American National, you get a dedicated agent who can help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. With years of experience in the insurance industry and an outstanding array of products and services for home, auto, and life, you can feel good you're doing what's right for your family. Let Robert Martinez be your insurance ally. Call him today at 307-514-5003. No.
So back here, Bison Stadium, South calls a timeout.
Hey, if you're watching online, make sure you give us a chat. So far, we've had some people chatting us throughout the game. There's a live chat feature.
So we have everything set here.
Poppy ski mask.
1st and 10 for South. They just called the timeout. Are you kidding me? You got to burn 2 timeouts in a row.
Oh, my goodness.
Gee.
I don't think Coach Gallus is very happy with that.
Get to play in, boys.
It's homecoming week here at Cheyenne South. So I got a trivia question for all of you Bison fans. Trivia question. When was the first year that South High School had a homecoming? When was the first year that South had homecoming? So if you're watching online, send us a chat. Let us know what you think your guess is. And if you win,
13.
If you win,
okay.
I said the people online.
Oh.
Not you. Well, there's your answer, 2013.
Oh.
Thanks to Steve. Steve
Affleck.
Oh.
I was just throwing a wild guess out there.
7-0's your score. Second quarter begins. South, you've turned the ball over twice. That's a
pitch.
Oh, he's got a nice little cut right there.
Dominguez had a nice little hole there. Positive yards. Hang on to the football.
That should be a 10-yard gain and a first down.
Well, I tell you, 55's in on a lot of plays as well. They're going to give him all the way to the central 45-yard line and a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, for those of you just tuning in, this is a must-win for Cheyenne South High School. To get into the 2018 playoffs, their second playoff appearance in 3 years, they've got to win this game against Central. Central, they can still get in with the loss as long as Kelly Walsh loses tonight. So it's better to have hold your own destiny in your hands, And South.
Pitch, it'll come near side this time. Little bit of room. Ooh, big hit on the sideline there. I think Carter Labatos wrapped him up and took him out.
That was that Dominguez?
Yeah, I think it was Dominguez.
And who was it?
Labatos.
Labatos, his 4th tackle.
Labatos.
We had the luxury of coaching Carter Labatos for 2 years in youth football, and that kid did whatever you asked him to do. Great kid, great family, the Labatos family.
South on about a 7-minute drive here, just kind of what the doctor ordered after Central scored. Maybe try to add to it. Trimble, option right.
Blown play. Big time blown play right there.
Maybe a loss of a yard there. I think 55 was on that tackle from the far side of the field. Yep, they'll give him right back to the 40. No loss on the play.
3rd and 5, Steve, what would you call here?
3rd and 5.
Cade Burns checking in.
I try to hit something on that wide side of the field again, maybe another pitch or an option left.
Okay, if I was quarterback, I would completely audible, and you're going to have Burns lined up near side with the guy playing off of him. See, I would check on that. I would check and just throw a quick hitter.
Nope, Trimble will keep it himself, and he'll have the first down and more.
I'd keep it myself.
I'd do the quarterback keepers, what I'd do there. Trimble's going to be up close to the 30-yard line. Number 58 on the bottom of that pile for Central. That'd be another Bison first down.
Val Hurd, 5'11 senior, 214 pounds.
Well, that ref's going to throw his arm out.
Well, you know, it's better than one we had last week.
He's giving you the extra one.
10-yard gain for Trimble.
So first and 10 South, they've got to do something, capitalize on this long drive, almost over 8 minutes in length already.
They really need to capitalize on this.
Trimble again. He'll keep it and again have good yardage. Big boy in the middle, number 66 with the tackle, but that'll be a 4-yard gain to the 26.
That's the first time we've called Joseph Davis's name. He's a 6'3 sophomore, 300 pounds.
So this 300, 3 bills. This will be the 11th play of the drive.
You've got a lot of young players playing on this varsity team, a lot of sophomores. Andrew Johnson, number 9, the corner. We've already said his name 100 times, Carter Labados, and then we just mentioned Joseph Davis.
Big Joe Davis. 2nd and 5, and it looks like South might have left early. Oh, nope, they didn't get the play off.
Well, regardless, it's still a penalty on South.
Back them up to the 31 and make it 2nd and 10.
That penalty is brought to you by Physical Therapy and Balance Center, located off South Greeley Highway. I'll tell you what, I got to go meet them this week at their office. Great office, and they do more than just physical therapy. Their goal is to help you live a healthy, happy life, full of energy and free of pain, Steve. And they got a lot of cool stuff there. Cool little toys that I wanted to play with, but I couldn't.
2nd and 10 for South. Fake the give, pitch, near side, hole. I think that's Garcia that time.
Yep.
Number 2 on the tackle. He's going to have a nice gain down to the 23, so about 8 on the carry.
Number 2 on the tackle, you said?
Yes, sir.
Ty Langley. Is that the same Ty Langley with 3 receptions?
That would be the same Ty Langley. 3rd down and about 3 to go.
Make sure you give us a shout out on the live chat here. Not another one. That's going to be on them. There we go.
Central lined up offsides, and that's going to be
their first penalty of the game. Boy, that's going to be a first down, Steve.
It is.
And that's going to be the second first down of the game that South has gotten due to a Central penalty. So that's huge.
Their 7th first down overall.
Huge.
Again, over 8 minutes on this drive. South with a fresh set of downs inside the Central 20.
Hey, Fred McRae said that was the best pregame ever. Man, Fred, thank you so much.
Trimble keeps
Boy,
it.
He had a hole.
For a seam. Yeah, if he would have cut up a little quicker.
If he would have just cut that a little sooner.
Daylight.
Man, there's like 3 Central on the play. I don't know how you're going to find that
58 and 57.
Timeout Central. That's going to be their first timeout of the game.
So Central calls timeout. Let's take one with them. You're listening to High School Football 11-12 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Put all the pieces? Pena Business Services does, and they can help. Realizing your company is like its own unique puzzle, it's their goal to show you how your company is reaching its goals on a weekly, monthly, or quarterly basis. Offering bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services that are tailored to fit your business. At Pena Business Services, they can help allow you to focus on your business and effectively serve your customers. Set up your free consultation now by calling 307-369-2708. Pena Business Services, solving your bookkeeping puzzle one piece at a time.
Back here live, Bison Stadium, the Thundering Herd is on the move. They're at the 15-yard line of Central, needing to come away with something after this long, productive drive.
Boy, this would be such a momentum builder for South if they could finish off this long drive.
Give off. It's 45. Hey, Mascarenas! Down inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line. Number 35 on the tackle, but first down and goal for South at the 7.
How many yards was that?
8 yards on the carry for Mascarenas.
Hey, Mascarenas.
Hey!
Thought we'd flip it there.
First and goal, Bison, looking to tie this thing up. It'll be Mascarenas again, and still fighting for yards. I think they'll give him you got to give him a bit more progress than that, don't you? Number 57 on the tackle. They don't give him anything.
So how much of a loss is it right now to not have Soto playing because of that ankle injury?
Man,
that's a huge loss. Because not only does he have the power, but he's got that speed as well. So
tough sledding down there. Mascarenas again, the running back. Second and goal from the 7. Pitch, right side Dominguez, 5. Oh, crushing blow there by Langley. See where they give him to. At the 4-yard line.
Boy, big third down. They ran that short side too, Steve.
This will be the 17th play of this drive.
They've got to finish this drive off with some points, Steve, with some points. This drive being brought to you by Richardson Construction Incorporated, Steve.
So here we go, third and goal from the 4.
Why are they stomping their feet when South?
Trimbo's going to keep it. And he gets down close to about the 1-yard line.
Boy, you got to go for it here, Steve.
35 and 58 on the tackle. Actually, see where they actually get spotted. Right between the 1 and the 2.
I'm going to zoom in a little for all of you viewers out there. That's how close South is from tying it.
Fourth down and goal at the 2. What does South have here?
You got to want this. This is that part of the field where if you're going to get in, it's because you wanted it.
78 yards on this drive. They need 2 more. Pitch out. Can he get the corner? He's going to try to cut it back up, and Central's going to hold.
Who was that? Dominguez loses 2.
So they're going to mark him back to the looks like they're going to put it right at the 5-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, 18-play drive, 18 plays, and we did not get anything out of it, Steve. The one time you expect him to run up the middle, and we don't.
Almost 10 minutes, over 9 minutes eclipsed on that drive there. So now South's defense needs to keep Central down.
We cannot let that change how you play this game, though, Steve. South cannot do that.
No, they went 78 yards. They just needed 2 more. Central to pass. They're looking up top. What the heck happened to the Central reliever? It looked like the ninja came in and kicked him from behind. Oh, he's been holding his back. Langley has. Oh, he was holding it on the last defensive series, too. Oh, that don't look good.
You know, that was the first incomplete pass by McCleary, and, you know, Langley actually went down before the ball even got to him. He just kind of fell on his own.
Yeah, on the last series, the near side, after he made a tackle, he got up holding his back, and that time he just fell out of the route, and the ball was overthrown. So
put it on him for anybody that might be watching for him. That's good to see him getting up.
He's up, but hopefully that's not a disc problem or a nerve problem of some sort.
Based on my diagnosis, I'm just going to say it's spasms.
I think that he should.
I'm not making fun of him.
I think he should go visit physical balance and therapy.
That's a good point. He's hurting a little. Maybe after this game, he should visit them because they're located here in Cheyenne, providing physical therapy services like orthopedic rehabilitation and sports injuries, Steve. This is a big defensive series for the Bison. They cannot let Central build off the momentum from stopping that long drive with no points.
Second down 10. Oh, ball's on the ground, and McCleary's just going to have to pick it up and throw it. Man, still has a guy open after he had to sit there and fumble around with the ball.
Who caught that?
Number 21, Dilly. Kari Wright, I believe, was on. No, it's not Kari. Who's the other DB over there? Nevertheless, the pass up to about the 13-yard line. Third and about 3. Long
big
2.
Big third down. They got some speedsters out there.
Crowd's getting behind them here a little bit. Now Central switching up receiver spots. Another low snap. McCleary's going to roll to the right. McCleary looking. McCleary nowhere to go. Oh, but he slips a tackle. Still moving and almost intercepted there by South.
Who was on the coverage there for the Bison?
I believe that was Wilkin or Hansen. One of the two. They're giving Joe Hansen the hand smacks there, so looks like Central might have to trot on the punting unit.
Boy, credit South's defense there, not giving up on the coverage. In the past, earlier in the season, there would have been a guy wide open on that. So, great job, South. And who's punting for Central now?
So, looks like Vite. He's a good soccer player too, so. Or baseball. Oh, that's interference with the opportunity to catch. I just let him go. So South's going to be set up in great field position here.
33-yard punt, but interference.
And that should be a 15-yarder from there, shouldn't it?
Yep.
And Hansen's holding his back now as he comes to the sideline. Maybe that's why we're seeing so much of Mascarenas on offense.
Who?
Hey, Mascarenas.
Hi.
That's a big one. That'll take it all the way down to the 30-yard line. So South will have 3 minutes, 33 seconds.
Well, I'll tell you
Try
what.
again here.
You could not ask for a better do-over, Steve, right now. You forced Central to go 3 and out after they stopped you on that 18-play drive with no points. Now you get to start your drive at their 30-yard line. South's they've got to capitalize this. Eat some more of this clock going into halftime with the score tied.
1st and 10 it'll be. Give, Masquerade, nope, Tremble keeps it. Tackled by 62. They'll get it down to about the 28. Actually caught the 27. 2nd down and about 7.
This has been a really great game. In the first quarter, for those of you that might have tuned in late, there were 4 turnovers, 2 by Central and 2 by South. Central was actually able to capitalize on one of South's turnovers to take this 7-0 lead.
Mascarenas that time, and he's going to be met at the 25-yard line. 55 doing the meeting for Central.
Looks like they gave him a
to
yard.
The 25. Gave him 2, looks like.
2, yeah.
Bring up 3rd and 5 for South. 2:27 and counting until the half. Trimble to pass, looks, throws. He's got a man over the middle. It's caught. Is that Bardo? It is.
No, that's Burns.
Oh, is that Cade? No, that's Kobe Bartow.
Is it?
So that's going to be a first down completion down to the 17-yard line.
Kobe Bartow. How many yards is that?
8 yards on the completion. So 1st and 10 South.
Burns is out there near side now, though.
Pitch. Dominguez cuts it up. Dominguez with room inside the 10. 55 on the tackle again.
Jeez, that 55 is everywhere.
Everywhere. Right to the 10-yard line for a 7-yard gain. 55, of course, Matt Millen, the former Detroit Lion great.
Oh, he's playing like him, I'll tell you what.
Never see you.
Yeah. Of course, most of the people watching are probably going, who's Matt Millen?
I don't think he played for Detroit.
Wasn't
either.
he the GM?
GM, yeah. Didn't he play for the Raiders?
Played for the Raiders.
Counter. And a little bit of positive yards there. 58 and 55.
Who ran that?
I think that was Dominguez there. So South will call a timeout. They are inside the 10 to the 8. First and goal at the 8. And we'll be back after this little timeout.
It's third and goal.
Just keep it here. Oh.
We're going to keep it right here, Steve.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. Their goal is to help you live a happy, healthy, full of energy, and life free of pain. Their friendly, knowledgeable therapists can customize a total health and wellness plan that bridges physiology, exercise, and nutrition to meet your fitness goals. Contact them to see how they can help you at 307-772-0955.
Great staff there, by the way. Great staff.
52.5 seconds to go. South inside again. Another goal. Kind of crippled them last week at Gillette. They had 2 of these.
They got 3rd and 1 right now, so they can still get 3rd and 2. They can still get a first down.
They don't have a lot of time to work with, though. So
no timeouts either, so it's got to be quick.
Trimble to pass, throws over the middle, has a man. Oh, it's incomplete. I think he was looking for Dominguez there, so that'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, right idea. I think I would send out the place kicker here, Steve. And that's what they're doing.
You think?
Yeah. Get some points out of this. I see Pedro Silva going out there.
Yeah, he sure is.
Get some points. You don't want to go empty-handed. This is the second time you've been down here. You got 49 seconds. Go with the safe route and take the 3 if you can get it here.
So it'll be straight on from 25 yards away. 5 more yards to the next point. Ball down. Kick is up. And Silva puts it through. So South with the field goal there. They do capitalize. And now they find themselves just trailing 7-3. There is 43 seconds left in the half, but South does get the ball at halftime. So as long as they can keep Central from coming down and doing some damage, South will have the ball to start the second half and a chance to make a drive for the lead, Alan.
That's cute. That's huge, exactly. If you could stop Central here. Now Central has 2 timeouts. There's 43 seconds left. Don't give up the big play. Now you go into half. You build off that momentum, Steve. You owned the second quarter. You know, you had that 18-play drive earlier. Then you have this drive. You got some points out of this one. That's what you build on going into the second half.
So about a 3-minute drive there. They accomplished it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays, 22-yard drive. And South comes away with the field goal. He shared, and that's a good call. We need to get that update.
Let me get the update right now, guys, while we're switching everything going here. Sheridan leading East right now, 7-0. Thunder Basin over Laramie, 15-0. And Natrona over Rock Springs, 28-0. The game that means a lot here, Kelly Walsh, 17, Campbell County, nothing. I wonder if we should tell the Central coaching staff that Kelly Walsh is winning. So
get them off their game, get them worried about something else. So see, Langley was the one who hurt his back. Is he back out? Nope, it's Vitae and looks like number 9.
Andrew Johnson, he's a speedster.
And I doubt if Pedro's going to try to kick it deep. Let's see.
Andrew, the kid that Jaden had some serious races with.
And that's going to go.
Don't let it go out of bounds.
Out of bounds, and give Central the ball probably at their own 35-yard line. So just don't let anybody behind you here. Central could chip away with those little out routes here. You just don't want them to. Have any big plays down the field.
So the one player you want to keep an eye on is Nico Vitae. That kid's fast, man. And if he even just gets a split of separation, I can see McCreary.
I can see clearly now.
McCleary throwing the ball his way.
And he will look for an out route. It'll be the ball's dropped over there far side. Dilly. Blaine Dilly.
I just had a meeting with his dad this week, actually.
Did you?
Actually, last week I had a meeting with his dad. His dad helped coach the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you that
give up the middle. Big hole there. All the way to midfield. Wilkins with the tackle, but Carter Labatos with a big play there. $15 yards on the run.
Boy, Labatos, another one of those kids. He's fast and he's strong.
Throws it out. There's the big blockers. Brady Storbo leading the blockers out there. Mascarenas pushes him out of bounds. Let's see who caught the ball. Dilly. And he's up to the 42 for a gain of about 8. 2nd and 2, be 25 seconds to go. So you don't want to let them rush down here and get a field goal now, Sal.
I know they've got 2 timeouts, and they've everything that they wanted. They probably had planned. They're succeeding on right now.
Now I got a little bump coverage going down here near side. First time we've seen that. McCleary throws, has a man. It's Vitae. At the 25, nobody on the tackle. He just stepped out of bounds.
17 yards.
Be 42-yard type field goal from here. Central's likely has enough time with these timeouts to run a couple, 3-4 more plays.
116 yards passing from McCleary in the first half. Use that live chat feature. Send us a shout out.
Cleary rolling right. Looking, throwing. It's intercepted! And down the sideline goes the Bison. He's still on his feet. 1 man to beat. 45-30. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bison.
Huge.
Kari Wright, about 90 yards on the interception return.
There's a flag at the 50. There's a flag at the 50. You got to be kidding me.
Hold the phone here.
They better not.
Who would be blocking there?
That's a side. I think it's a sideline warning. Let's hope.
Holy cow, what a play. Well, nobody's moving this direction, so it's a touchdown, and it is a sideline infraction. Wow.
Wow, that is huge.
INT time, baby.
90 yards. Huge. Was it 90 yards you said?
Yeah, about 90-yard TD return.
90-yard interception return for a touchdown. Huge.
Pick 6.
But I tell you what, they give us a little mark here for interception, but not defensive touchdown.
For the Bison. Oh, wait, here we're bringing out the rusty gate again.
The swinging gate.
It was a little rusty last week a couple of times. And then they come back into the field goal.
That's a huge swing of momentum right there. Central was having their
Gut
way.
punch.
They were driving down the field like nobody was there, and then boom.
Like a hot knife through butter.
Kari Wright, the junior.
Oh, he's pointing straight at somebody.
Well, I bet you South, they just got excited and probably were.
Heck yeah, why wouldn't you?
They were in the box. And
I'd have been halfway out on the field. So, still explaining things to people. It's the longest sideline infraction explanation I've seen. But Silva's in to try to add on to this 9-7 lead. 2 seconds to go till halftime.
10 points in the last, 45 seconds.
Ball's down. Kick is up, and it's true. Keep it right here because we're going to take an extended halftime. So South will likely kick the ball off, and hopefully, Kari Wright's like saying, feed me.
South leads.
That's a shot of vim and vigor into the arm.
10-7. We're going to take a quick timeout, come back here on the Bison.
11-12 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
It's much more affordable than you realize to protect your family with the Robert Martinez Agency. Having life insurance will protect you and your loved ones and help ensure the future. As a trusted advisor, Robert Martinez will guide you through the wide range of life insurance plans and their fantastic benefits to find an affordable plan with the right coverages. Working to guide and secure your future. Robert Martinez Agency, 20th and Central in downtown Cheyenne. Call for a no-obligation consultation and quote at 307-514-5003.
Back here live on 11-12
BISN, your Bison Network.
How's that, huh? Yeah. South leads 10-7. We've scored 10 points in the last 40 seconds of this game. Sideline infraction makes South kicking from the 25-yard line, Steve.
I wouldn't kick it deep here. I'd try to get it to one of these middle guys.
So South.
Go into half with this lead, and then you get the ball to start the second half. You can really start to put the pressure on. They're going to kind of squib it. It'll be taken by the up man. Is that Labarter? And he's makes a nice return, but he takes it down to the 35-yard line. That'll take us to the half. And, hey, we're in a good one here. Elimination game in the 4A. It is South High Bison, your Bison, 10. And Cheyenne Central 7. Let's take a halftime break here on 11-12 BISN,
your Bison Network.
Million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 19,000 here in Wyoming. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline. Skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Alan from 11-12 BISN coming back at you live. We're going to show the South Marching Band halftime show for you guys tonight. You probably won't hear a thing, but at least you get to see them. So go ahead and enjoy your South High Marching Band here on 11-12 BISN, your Bison Network.
Drum major Dustin Smith and Alicia Gia. Is your band ready? Shores.
Pena Business Services, providing bookkeeping, payroll, tax, and notary services since 2007. At Pena Business Services, they help small to medium-sized companies and nonprofits for all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. They also help individuals with their tax preparations, helping manage your day-to-day accounting with services provided on a schedule that fits your budget. Their goal is providing business owners like you peace of mind on your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax concerns so you can focus on your business. Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all of the pieces? Give Pena Business Services a call at 307-369-2708 to set up a free consultation.
Welcome to the historic Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins. Located in scenic Thermopolis, Wyoming, it is within walking distance access to the Hot Springs State Park, as well as world-class fishing, motorcycling, golfing, rodeo grounds, and downtown shopping and restaurants. A Wyoming family-owned and operated motel for travelers, offers seasonal rates for nightly, weekly, and monthly rentals. Senior, military, and government discounts are also available. Stay at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins on your next visit to Thermopolis, Wyoming. Make your reservation by calling 307-421-7520 and tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
It's much more affordable than you realize to protect your family with the Robert Martinez Agency. Having life insurance will protect you and your loved ones and help ensure the future. As a trusted advisor, Robert Martinez will guide you through the wide range of life insurance plans and their fantastic benefits to find an affordable plan with the right coverages. Working to guide and secure your future. Robert Martinez Agency, 20th and Central in downtown Cheyenne. Call for a no-obligation consultation and quote at 307-514-5003.
You're watching the Bison, 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 19,000 here in Wyoming. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, this is Steve.
And this is Alan,
And you're listening to the Bison on 1112 BISN.
your Bison Network.
Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all the pieces? Pena Business Services does, and they can help. Realizing your company is like its own unique puzzle, it's their goal to show you how your company is reaching its goals on a weekly, monthly, or quarterly basis, offering bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services that are tailored to fit your business. At Pena Business Services, they can help allow you to focus on your business and effectively serve your customers. Set up your free consultation now by calling 307-369-2708. Pena Business Services, solving your bookkeeping puzzle one piece at a time.
Hey, this is Alan, 1112 BISN, back here live at the half. Your Cheyenne South High Bison lead 10-7 as they scored 10 points in the last minute of the second quarter. Capped off, I'll tell you what, 90-yard interception return by Kari Wright. Longest interception return in school history for a touchdown for the Bison by the junior there. We're going to go ahead and hit some offensive stats. We don't have the defensive stats put together yet. We're going to start with Central. Central ran a total. Now, when I'm saying total plays, this does include returns. So they ran a total of 24 total offensive plays for 194 yards, 14 pass plays for 116 yards. 14 pass plays, is that right? Yep, 14 pass plays, 116 yards passing, 46 yards rushing. The key thing are the 3 turnovers that Central had in that first half. One of them South returned for a touchdown. They had 7 first downs, the Indians. Their leading rusher tonight is right now tied between 2 people. Sophomore number 20, Carter Labados, with 3 carries for 20 yards, his long of 15. Then you have Goosen, who hasn't ran the ball since his second fumble in the first quarter. He's got 4 carries for 20 yards, longest of 15. You got Vitae with 1 attempt for 6 yards. McCleary went 10 for 14 in that first half, 10 for 14 in the first half, 116 yards. He had 1 touchdown pass to Vitae to go with 1 interception, and that touchdown pass was the long of the game for 34 yards. Langley with 3 receptions for 29 yards. Vitae with 3 receptions for 58. Andrew Johnson, 1 reception for 5 yards, and then Dilly with 3 receptions for 24 yards. That's a look at the Central Indians. Now, your South High Bison. Your South High Bison had 32 plays in that first half, Steve. 32 plays. That's not including special teams. 131 yards total offense, 123 yards rushing for the Bison on 29 attempts. For passing, they went 8 yards for 3 pass attempts. They only completed 1 pass attempt. Another pass attempt was intercepted in the first quarter. South with 2 turnovers, 1 fumble, and 1 interception. They averaged 4.1 yards a play, and they had 9 first downs. Their touchdown came in the second half, right at the end of the second quarter, when Kari Wright picked off McCleary and ran it back 90 yards for the touchdown. I mean, he outran everybody for 90 yards. Then you had Pedro Silva, who connected on a 25-yard field goal attempt to give South the 10-7 lead. Your rushers for South, leading rusher is number 28, Dominic Dominguez, with 12 carries for 52 yards. He's followed by number 14, Trey Trimble, 27 yards on 6 attempts. And then you have Wyatt Garcia, 20 yards on 3 attempts. Then you have Joe Hansen and Michael Mascarenas, both with 10 yards. And then Alex Soto, the only carry he got in the game was a 4-yard carry before he re-aggravated an injury he sustained yesterday. Pass attempts, you had Trey Trimble, who was 1 for 3 for 8 yards. He did have that interception, and that 1 reception went to Kobe Bartow, the 6'2" sophomore from Cheyenne South. So that's your halftime stats here, brought to you by Richardson Construction. Richardson Construction, one of the sponsors of 1112 BISN, general contractor here in Wyoming. They've been building throughout Wyoming for 25 years. During this time, they've established long-lasting business relationships in Cheyenne and the surrounding tri-state region. offering new construction, design build, construction management, and self-performed services involving steel, concrete, and other commercial and industrial materials in order to make your dream become a reality. They are a proud sponsor of 1112 BISN,
Your Bison Network,
and Bison Web and Media. Also, physical therapy and balance centers located in Cheyenne and Pine Bluffs, providing physical therapy services like orthopedic rehabilitation, neurological rehabilitation, sports injuries, fitness and wellness, auto and work injuries, and massage therapy. Give them a call today at 307-772-0955.
So we're ready to tee this up here in the second half. South with the lead in a great ball game here. Homecoming night here at South. Crosstown rivalry time with the Central Indians and playoff elimination. And South so far with a 10-7 lead, and they'll get the first crack at it here in the second half. And they're just going to let that one go into the end zone for a touchback, and they'll start at their own 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that kid's kicked it twice, and both times it's gone into the end zone, Steve. Exciting end of the first half there, wouldn't you say, Steve-O?
90-yard interception, a pick-6 return for Carrier Ide. I understand that to be a school record.
Yes, it is, my kind sir.
First and 10 South. See if they're going to look to put a drive together here.
Zoom
Maybe
in
go
for all
up
of
2
our
scores.
watchers.
That's kind of the goal here. Go up 2 scores on them here.
So, you know, we were asked earlier, Steve, how do I apply to be in a cool job with amazing people like us from our chat? You know, we are equal opportunity employers.
Yeah, you got me. First down at 10. Little pass out there. That's kind of weird looking play. Will be a completion to,
That's what we're efforting.
I think it was Dominguez. They actually lose a yard on that pass attempt. So 2nd and 11. Tried the fullback give and then a little pump pass out to the side.
Hey, we got some people watching here for some Bison fans. Richard Serena, watching from Northwest Arkansas.
Wow.
Watching for number 65, Colton Serena. He's a sophomore.
Hold up the middle. There goes a little breaker. No, that's Wyatt Garcia with that one. And he'll be all the way up to about the 29. Give him 10. Make it 3rd and 1.
Boy, 3rd and 1 sounds so much better, doesn't it?
We do want to send a shout out to Kingman, Arizona for the Trey Trimble's family listening out there. Grandma and Grandpa listening tonight in Kingman in the Tucson area. So 3rd down and 1. And a give on the counter. He gets the first down, sneaking his way through traffic.
Is that 55?
55 again.
Jeez, that kid's a man-child. Who ran that?
Dominguez. But he'll get a first down up to the 32. Also want to mention 57 for Central, Tanner Martin. His dad was talking a little smack this week. Levi sent me an email talking a little smack, a little friendly banter, and I know he made quite a few tackles in the first half. We haven't mentioned his name yet, so get back on it, Tanner, and we'll give you a little love this half. Hopefully on the end of long games by us. There's a gainer out to the left side. Wyatt Garcia again, and he's going to have a first down. Tanner Martin giving chase there. He didn't make the play, I think. Was it Vitae that dragged him out of bounds?
Yeah, it looked like it.
So he'll be up to the 44. That's a 12-yard gain and a first down there. South on the move.
That's exactly what you want to do. I mean,
It's exactly.
we were hoping just to get the 3 points at the end of the first half, Stephen. We ended up getting the extra touchdown out of it. So now you want to kind of chew this clock. It keeps Central's explosive offense on the sideline.
Another pitch. Be Garcia again near side. Drug out by number 9 for
Andrew
Central.
Johnson.
Andrew Johnson. He's just this young sophomore. I shouldn't say a young sophomore. People on the play-by-play Facebook page were being real critical of People that said things like young freshman, young sophomore. Okay. Those guys sometimes get a little.
They do.
47, so
Man.
3 on the carry there.
So I know a lot of you are probably asking, how do I become a sponsor for 11-12 BISN as the winter season's coming up? We'll get that information here shortly.
I think Garcia was given the ball there and given a yard to the 28.
No, that was Mascarenas.
Hey, Mascarenas.
Hi.
And actually, 48. There's Smitty again, putting to the box at the 49, trying to mess me up. What does he see where that box is? I know you're going to listen to this when you're.
Boy, I tell you, third down.
You're at work. Third and 6.
And they come
Pitch.
short side.
Oh, man. And there's a blitz there. And number 20,
Labados.
What a kid he is. Now what do you do here, Alan?
Who ran that? Dominguez?
Yeah. What do you do here? It looks like they're going to trot the punt unit out.
You lost 4 yards. You're going to punt. You're going to flip the field right here, Steve. That's the thing. You didn't get the points, which is what you really wanted, but at least you flipped the field.
And you got the speedy Nico Vitae.
You don't want to punt it directly to him, though, and I know Trimble's not going to. He's experienced enough, and they play post-6 baseball together, so I'm sure he's not going to punt to him. First punt of the game for the Bison.
He sure does, though.
Oh, boy, he punted it right
Fair
to him.
catch, but he slides for the catch at the 30. And so Central will take over at their own 30-yard line. So South had 8 plays on that drive, but now the defense is going to have to step up here.
I held my breath on that punt, man.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to catch it in stride. Actually, 29.
So South's defense, they don't want to take any plays off. Central can score. We did force 3 turnovers in the first half, so let's build on that.
1st and 10 for the Indians. McCleary in the shotgun. And he'll try straight ahead. Labados, I believe. Is that Goosen?
That's Goosen's first carry since the first quarter.
Oh, yeah, risky. He'll actually get up to the 35 for a gain of 6.
But Central only had 1 running play in that whole second quarter, Steve. The rest was all passes.
2nd and 4, 35. Lance Hart in full throat tonight.
So how do you become a sponsor for 11-12 BISN? You could shoot us an email.
That's a false start.
That should have been a false start.
Holy cow, the lineman stood up.
Oh, my goodness.
Gee, many Christmas. Pass complete to 21. Mascarenas rolls him out of bounds at the 49, but the refs missed one there. The left guard for Central was up about a half second before anybody else was. It's like 14 on that pass.
Shoot us an email at bisnwbm@gmail.com. We got great packages to be a sponsor for 11-12 BISN.
And tell them Steve sent you.
And that guy coming in motion moved forward.
No gain there on the play.
Number 30 on the carry.
Trimble with the tackle. So that brings up 2nd and 10.
Or give us a call at 307-287-3205 as Steve takes a big old bite out of whatever he was eating right there. Give us a sponsor. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to give the popcorn report. McCleary to throw. He has Dilly on the near side into South territory.
I think that was
Kari Wright, wasn't it?
No,
number 11, the freshman.
Yeah, the freshman, Leandre.
So they'll get it down to the 45. Gain of 6. 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, we're still playing off.
Central now going 5 wide.
But then, now we're playing tight.
Now we're playing a little tight coverage.
They got the freshmen playing tight, too. But they're kind of off on the slot up top.
And that's Vitae. Well, isn't Vitae in this near side slot? Oh, McCleary going to try it himself.
Well,
Spread him out, tries to run the quarterback, gets hammered by Joe Hansen. Not before he gets to the 44-yard line and a 1st down.
36-yard line, me? 39-yard line?
39. I beg your pardon.
That's his first carry of the game.
So McCleary with Goosen next to him.
Make sure you subscribe to us. Kearney, Nebraska. Levi Gallus watching.
Hey, the Gallus family is checked in.
He's watching Grandpa Gallus. I wonder if he – oh,
and there's a throw far side, and that's going to go down the sidelines for a touchdown for Central. Nico Vite on the play there, 39 yards.
Andrew Johnson.
Was it? So at the 5:53 mark, just 2 minutes and 23 seconds on the drive. And Central takes the lead.
That Andrew Johnson's a fast kid.
Ball down, kick is up, and it is good. So 5:53 to go in the third quarter. It is Central 14, South 10. You're listening to high school football on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
That's why American National provides clients with reliable, consistent service. Robert Martinez has firsthand knowledge of the concerns collector car and truck owners face, and American National has created a policy with the coverage and enhancements you need to protect your valuable investment. Call Robert Martinez with American National Insurance at 307-514-5003 or visit his office at 2005 Central Avenue in Cheyenne.
Hey, this is Steve.
And this is Alan.
And you're listening to the Bison on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network. Back here live, your South High Bison trailing 14-10. Once again, there's a Gallus family member, Grandpa Gallus. So, Kearney, Nebraska. Hopefully he watches this and knows that you're watching, as well as the Gallus family in Colorado. I know they watch every week as well.
That's going to go into the end zone on the kickoff. So Kari thought about fielding it, but couldn't come up with it. And South's going to start again at their own 20.
That kid's had 3 kickoffs. They've all been touchbacks, man. 60 yards.
None of them have flown in the end zone, though. They've all bounced and rolled in.
That's true.
Not impressed.
But that doesn't show on the stat sheet.
Is that Tegan Tippett?
Huh?
Number 28?
Sure.
I believe that's who's kicking for Central.
That's who I've been putting, so I hope so. Hey, all of you people that are watching right now, Steeler. Hey, Eric Farmer. He's in Spearfish, South Dakota tonight. Make sure you tell Keyshawn we said hey.
Playing for some Black Hills State. 1st and 10, Trimble. Back to pass up first down. Has a man. Oh, Hunter just dropped it. I think he heard the footsteps coming and just dropped the pass. Yeah. Andrew Johnson in coverage.
Make sure you subscribe to us. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a nice little red button that says subscribe. If it's red and says subscribe, just click on it. It's just like liking a Facebook profile. Doesn't cost anything. Show us some love. But once again, if you want to be a sponsor of 1112 BISN, especially our upcoming winter schedule where we have a ton of broadcasts planned, BISNWBM@gmail.com.
Trimble going to keep it himself and have some positive yards there, out close to the 25. Big Joe Davis, number 66, along with, guess who?
55.
Number 55. 5-yard gain there, so it makes third down a little more manageable.
But I think this drive means a lot right now for South. You didn't score anything on that opening drive of the half, and you come back and you let Central take that long touchdown pass in to give them a 14-10 lead. Now you've got to be able to answer back here and at least get 3 out of this drive.
You got to pick up this first down, though. Garcia will have it. Still on his feet, fighting, but he's not going to get the first down. Be about a yard short, and I think there's 55 again.
Jeez.
Matt Millen, All-American. Oh, my goodness. Look how close they're putting it to the third. Look how close they are. What do you do here?
You got to go for it. I think they're going to measure it. They're calling the clock to be stopped. Oh, injury? Never mind. There's an injury. I'm glad someone was paying attention.
What do you do here
Well, that's
for South?
That was a 44-yard, 3 1/4 inch carry.
They're going for it. Central's going to pack it in.
But all you need to do is
they're going to be looking at fullback or quarterback here.
This is where we miss Alex Soto's fast,
in the trenches.
Boy, yeah, they are packed up.
Give straight ahead to have the first down.
Mascarenas.
It's Mascarenas.
Mascarenas.
Carter Labados. And number 1, Jackson Thomas. First down, Bison. He'll actually get about 3 on the carry to the 33.
Hey, Mascarenas.
Yee.
Steve, you don't do it as good as Michael's only a sophomore. That's a big first down.
1st and 10, their own 33. Trimble brings him up. Give on the counter there, not much. Might get a yard. Labados again with the tackle. Comes out with the football, but they're going to call it down. Mark it ahead to the 34 for a gain of 1.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad there's no instant replay because the ball was loose on that play, and I thought the ball was loose. From up here, it looked like he fumbled the ball before it went down, and that's why there was that scrum, but they called him down. I'm glad I'm not down on the – Throw the red flag. Press the button.
No, don't. 2nd and 9, call it. Trimble fakes the give. He's going to roll right. He's looking long. There's Cade Burns out there, and he has it. Caught, first down into Central Territory at the 47-yard line.
Well, how many yards?
19 yards on the connection there. Boy, these drive sheets are helpful, these drive charts.
It's good to see Burns back out there.
Slid out of bounds, made a great play there at South inside Central Territory now trying to answer once again.
I'm so glad they're utilizing Burns. That kid's so fast and so tall. In my opinion, there is nobody on the south sideline, on the central sideline, that can cover him, honestly. Uh-oh, there's a
principal sighting.
Principal got
We're going to lose yard.
Who was that?
Tanner Martin on the tackle.
Who number is Tanner Martin?
57.
And who was on the carry?
I believe it was
Trimble for a loss of a yard?
I don't think it was Trimble, was it? Thought they gave it on the counter. Oh, who cares? It's only a yard. So. Give somebody an extra carry, but it won't really affect their yardage.
Cade Burns near side. He's being guarded by, looks like that. Is that Andrew Johnson?
Trimble. That time, I believe that was Dominguez, and he's stuffed again. No, it was Dominguez. My bad. No gain.
And guess who made that tackle?
Who?
Number 55. Matt Millen.
Matt Millen.
Little does he know he's going to be a GM one day in the NFL. Oh, wait, that already happened, didn't it? Okay.
3rd and 11. Not a good down and distance for South. See what they come up with here. Central packing everybody in the box, man. Try pass. They can see if they can get the edge. He does. 45. Oh! Down to about the 43. Tackled by Andrew Johnson, who's getting a lot of carries now. So 4-down territory probably, I would think, for South. Ball at the Central 43. Be 4th and about 6. And Cade Burns comes in with the play. Big 4th down for South here. Under a minute to go, 3rd quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they're going to match up Andrew Johnson on Cade Burns one-on-one on this side of the field, I'm throwing it to him. But they're not. They're going to put him on top. So he's going to be covered by, looks like, Vite.
4th down to 6. See what they do. Pass, pitch. Oh, and they're going to lose a ton of yards here. Man, he just had nowhere to go there.
Well, who made that tackle? Because this counts.
Number 1.
No, it was 62. No, is that 62 or 12?
62.
62. How many yards was that lost for?
17 and 5, 22-yard loss.
Oh, my goodness. That's a huge loss. South had 47 yards rushing in this quarter until that play.
Not only did they not pick up the 4th down, but the Central flips the field on them and
Big
has
time.
Great field position.
Go ahead and use the chat feature. Give us a shout out. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll let you know that we saw it. Yes, the Bison are showing their hand this one. I agree.
Central again goes, nope, they're not empty. Goosens the back with McCleary. Twin receivers, both sides.
This is a big defensive series for South. Huge defensive series for South. You're only down by 4, 26 seconds left in this quarter.
McCleary changes the play at the line, then looks outside to Blaine Dilly. Holy cow, if the freshman for South hadn't have slipped, he might have had a break on that ball. That could have been another pick 6.
I think that's exactly what the coach was just telling him right there.
Yeah, because it was a poorly thrown pass. Dilly was way short of Dilly, but so now we're going to play right up on him.
So I want to give a shout out to our South High cross country team who's up in Sheridan right now.
Goosen with the big hole there. 62 Packard. Looks like he's getting up off the pile.
They're up at State. Sheridan takes place tomorrow. And then volleyball was here. They played earlier today. And then the Class 4A East Regional Swim Meet is here in Cheyenne, here at South tonight and tomorrow.
So that's going to do it for the third quarter. Central, the only scorer in the quarter. They lead 14-10. Come back for fourth quarter action here on 11-12 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Welcome to the historic Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins. Located in scenic Thermopolis, Wyoming, it is within walking distance access to the Hot Springs State Park, as well as world-class fishing, motorcycling, golfing, rodeo grounds, and downtown shopping and restaurants. A Wyoming family-owned and operated motel for travelers, offers seasonal rates for nightly, weekly, and monthly rentals. Senior, military, and government discounts are also available. Stay at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins on your next visit to Thermopolis, Wyoming. Make your reservation by calling 307-421-7520 and tell them 1112 BISN sent you.
Being brought to you by the Bison. 1112 BISN, your Bison Network.
Back. Fourth quarter, Steve.
We're back here live. The Bison fighting for their playoff lives here.
Yes, they are.
Third down and about 2 to go from the 32-yard line. South desperately needs a stop here to not let Central get up by 2 scores. McCleary rolls,
Wide
throws.
open.
Oh, had a man open.
And there's a flag on the play.
That was Brady Storbo, but he threw behind him. Let's see what the flag's for.
They're saying defensive holding. On who? He was wide open. How is that defensive holding?
Must have been on another player, so it's going to be a 10-yard pen, or is that
That's
10 yards?
Should be just be a 5-yard. 10-yard. Jeez. Well, that's a huge.
That is, but suddenly fresh set of down. South's got to hold here.
Man,
Cannot let Central into the end zone. You
that
don't
made
want to
it
go down 2.
fourth down. That made it 4th down right there.
Yeah, it would have been 4th down and 3. McCleary and Goosen again in the backfield. Central calling the play in from the sideline. And now they're going to call timeout. So timeout Central.
We're going to leave it right here, though.
Okay, let's leave it right here.
So if you want to be a sponsor for 1112 BISN, just give us a call at 307-287-3205 or shoot us an email at bisnwbm@gmail.com. Your sponsorships help us do this, help us get on the road, especially with the winter season coming up. We take sponsorships from businesses, colleges, schools, to even personal people, residential scholarships. Sponsorships. Sponsorships. If you want to be a sponsor, give us a call at 307-287-3205 or shoot us an email at bisnwbm@gmail.com. Really competitive packages. If you want to advertise with us, not only can we put the advertisement on here, like some of the other stations have not figured out yet how to do, but we can even create, produce, and do the post-production for you at a very competitive price.
And we'll even be the actors in your commercials.
Yes, we will.
So if you win Mega Millions tonight, think about us. McCleary to throw, looking for the end zone. Caught.
Who caught that?
Oh, there's they say, nope, they're signaling touchdown. Blaine Dilly.
22-yard touchdown.
Yeah, so Central takes advantage of the short field, and in 1, 2, 3 plays, goes 40 yards for a touchdown.
All 3 of their touchdowns have come by air. 3 different receivers have scored. McCleary, he's just
high snap, but the kick is up. And good. So South in a hole now. 11:46 to go. It's Central 21, South 10 here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
The Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins is the place to stay the next time you're in Thermopolis, Wyoming. One review from TripAdvisor says, "The Round Top is a great place to stay, not only because it's old-fashioned and quaint, not only because it's very inexpensive, and not only because you truly feel like a guest, it is also just a 10-minute walk to the hot springs. I don't know why you'd want to stay anywhere else." Make your reservation now at the Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins by calling 307-421-7520.
throw the ball on every play, and Carey intercepted it and ended up beating them. Game they had no business being in. There's the give up the middle. Oh, big hole there by Goosen. Ooh. Tackled by 50, Austin White, but not before he gets 15 yards up to the 40. So 1st and 10, Smitty jogs up the sideline. Had a baby. He's right on the line there.
He did
hurry,
say.
Hurry, hurry. Pass there for Andrew Johnson. Great coverage. Oh, no.
He just
Boy,
caught
the
it.
freshman just looked away for a second. And Johnson has a big first down for Central, and they're moving now.
Boy, how many yards was that?
40 to 26.
Yeah.
So that's 10, 20, 34 yards.
Boy, he bobbled that all the way until he got out of bounds. He got control of it.
Fake there, give up the middle. Goosen still rumbling and bumbling. South can't get him down. Gets all the way to the 10.
Trimble and Mascarenas in on that tackle.
Hey. That's a running play. Don't circle it. Oh, wait a minute. Circle it.
17 yards on that carry.
And who's the injured Bison?
I can't see.
Who's the injured fighting Bison?
I can't
As
see.
Larry Proetti calls him all the time. The fighting Bison. Not sure who it is. Let's step away for a timeout. You're listening to High School Football on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
Bookkeeping is like a puzzle. Do you know where to put all the pieces? Pena Business Services does, and they can help. Realizing your company is like its own unique puzzle, it's their goal to show you how your company is reaching its goals on a weekly, monthly, or quarterly basis, offering bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services that are tailored to fit your business. At Pena Business Services, they can help allow you to focus on your business and effectively serve your customers. Set up your free consultation now by calling 307-369-2708.
Not 1st and 10, 1st and goal for Central to 10. McCleary, oh! Fumble, ball's on the ground, and South has it! I believe that's Austin White.
Well, who caused that fumble, though? That's going to be a sack.
Well, I'm not sure it wasn't Brady Dunn in there to cause the fumble. So Central's 4th turnover of the night. South would have it at their own 14.
But South's got to do something with this right here.
10:36. This is where play calling needs to get a little creative for South. They can't be putting themselves in these 3rd and long positions.
3 fumbles and an interception by Central's offense this game. South's only been able to take advantage of one, so let's hope they get something out of this deep in their own end zone.
Trimble to throw. Looking over the top. Under throws.
Boy,
he had a guy. If he put some air under it.
Cade Burns was open,
oh, he was
too.
there.
He had a step on on the defender, Steve, and the ball was just thrown short. Oh. Oh.
So that brings up 2nd and 10. Man, they had a play on there.
And make sure you subscribe to 1112 BISN while you're watching. I'll take it off here in just a second. We'll bring it back.
Trimble. Oh, they had 2 guys moving at the same time. That's
yes, they did.
Illegal procedure.
5 yard. Only the 3rd penalty of the game for the Bison.
That's going to take them back to their own 9-yard line, however. Popcorn report tonight. We're saying that the South Concessions has stepped their popcorn game up this week.
Boy, they must have heard us. They must have heard us. That popcorn is tasting pretty good.
It's got some buttery.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, you should see the subscribe button that appears on your screen right now. There's a subscribe button on your page. Just go ahead and click on that and subscribe to 1112 BISN.
3rd and 15 now. Trimble, straight drop. Trimble just floats one up in the air. I don't know what in the heck.
And who came down with that?
Andrew
Number
Johnson.
9.
Boy, he just kind of threw one up for grabs there. That's all right. Trimble's been a warrior all season.
They're talking about it.
Or maybe defensive holding or something. I don't know.
Well, no, they're talking. I don't know. They're saying finally, yep,
Central
interception.
ball. And it's going to be at the South 29. And that, boy, this is a slow-moving fourth quarter, I'll tell you that.
3rd turnover of the game for the Bison. 10:23 left. Scores 21-10.
I mean, Central scores here, and that's a big dagger. Nope, fake the give to Vitae. Goose and tiptoes through the line. Flag on the play.
Ooh, and Austin White is hurt on that.
They're pointing towards Central, so the penalty's on Central. Let's see what it is. Holding on Central. It'll be a spot foul from the 28.
Austin holding his arm. Coming off the field. He's in a lot of pain.
So it'll be a 9-yard penalty. Move it back to the South 38. And we'll wind the clock here with 10:16 and counting. Fourth quarter. McCleary in the backfield. He'll roll to his right, giving chase. Ooh, almost sacked, steps up under pressure and throws and has a completion on the far side. Blaine Dilly.
About 17 yards on that pass.
Get it down to the 22. But it'll be 2nd down. About 3 to go.
South wants to do something. They got to make a stop here. They've got to make a stop.
Give on the counter there. Room inside the 10. 5. Touchdown. Central.
Was that Goosen?
I believe so. Redeeming himself for those earlier fumbles there. And he goes 22 yards to pay dirt. Basically a 2-play drive there.
First score on the ground for the Indians this game. That pushes it up to 27-10. Coach Williams sighting.
Coach Williams is like Sasquatch.
He does, huh?
You only see him once in a while.
Who is that?
Extra point is up and good.
Is that really him?
Usually don't see Coach Williams till basketball season, so it's kind of weird seeing him out here.
So 9:24 to go. Central's last 2 drives were all of 5 plays, 69 yards, in about a minute and 40 seconds. That's their last 14 points came in 5 plays and 70 yards. And South had a big hole now, and they're really not built to score.
You know, it's hard to believe it's only 2.5 minutes in to this quarter.
I know.
And South went from being down 14 to 10 to 28 to 10 in 2.5 minutes. That's just nuts. So I want to give a shout out and wish them the best of luck. Our cross country team, who's up in Sheridan, as they prepare for the Class 4A the Class 4A State Championship in Sheridan tomorrow. The 4A East Regional Swim Meet here at South tonight and tomorrow. Volleyball played at number 5 Central today, so we'll try to find out a score there. They started at 6 o'clock. So fall sports coming to an end, Steve.
Yep. They are coming to an end, and how quickly they go. Seemed like just yesterday we were kicking this thing off. And this might be the last one of the season for us here, Alan, as the two South guys run into each other. Kari Wright tries to get outside, has a little bit of room, gets across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. Carter Labados on the special teams play. South's 5th drive of the second half, and they have a couple of punts and an interception to show for it.
Haven't ran the ball this quarter, but then there's only been two minutes gone in this quarter, 3 minutes gone, and it's all been passing. When you're down by this much and you're, last game of the season, you're not going to see much rushing right now as South tries to. They're going to rush it here. Ooh, that's a nice.
Trimble scoops it out, and
that's Burns at quarterback.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Good call, guys. Dominguez on the run. Tanner Martin getting up off the pile there.
What number is he?
57. Looks like they're marking up to the 24, gain of about 2. So let's see what they do with Cade Burns here. I wonder if Trimble's shake it up or if they're just trying to go with a little different flavor here. Second and 8. Give straight ahead.
Trimble, yeah. Trimble's
the
fullback
now?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see who was on the tackle. My apologies. Ow.
55.
3rd down, 2 to go. Ball at the 30.
But that's his 11th tackle. He's got 12 tackles overall.
Chris
1
Weezer.
for a loss. Huh?
Chris Weezer's in the game. Near side, big 3rd down. Need to capitalize here. Trimble, he'll have the first, plugging people down the field. He's going to be across the 35 to the 36 for a 1st down. Momentarily stop the clock with 7:43.
62 on the tackle. So our winter season's coming up.
Stay tuned to 1112 BISN on YouTube. Be a subscriber. Or go to southhighbisonathletics.com. We'll keep you up to date on basketball, wrestling, and some other things going on in the winter.
Exactly. We will have the winter athletics schedule up next week for South. For South.
Oh, and the ball's fumbled there. I think Central's pointing their way, but I think Burns fell right back on it. Nope. 62 recovered it, I think. He's the one everybody's giving love to. And that's probably just about going to do it. So South just fought their way to a 10-7 lead at halftime, but the second half they've just kind of self-destructed. A couple of turnovers here, an interception and a fumble. Just haven't been able to effectively move the ball in the second half at all.
No, we haven't.
And set Central up with some pretty short fields along the way.
Soto was hurt. He got 1 carry in the game. And there's Vite and his speed.
And they're going to keep winding it. Number 11, freshman on the tackle.
Leandre Ray. South's got a lot of young talent.
Does he play basketball, Leandre?
Yes, he does.
Is he pretty good?
Yeah, he is. He's really good, actually. South's got a lot of talent coming back next year. See what happens with some of the players. Make sure they come back. They got a lot of talent coming up. They really do. Injuries. Alex Soto not being able to play but 1 play in this game.
Nice pass interference.
Yes, it is.
Oh, and Andrew Johnson pointing at Kerry Wright.
Kari. It's Kari, right?
What did I say?
Kerry.
Did I again? I've been saying Kari all night. I've been so good about it. believe that's going to be 10 yards from the line of scrimmage, so from the 30 to the 20. So 1st and 10 for Central. Ball at South's 20.
Second first down of the game.
Actually, what are those guys doing? Did they take it to the 15?
Yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, pass interference. Because they were outside of the.
I should have known these things. McCleary fakes, goes over the middle.
Ooh, and he got hurt. He got hurt on that throw.
I guess that's trying to rub it in your opponent's face. You can take chances throwing that ball. They're trying to put another one on South here. If I'm Central, I'm running the ball, wanting to get out of here with a victory.
6:21 left. They're leading 28-10. Right now, as it sits, Central will be the number 7 seed going into next week's playoffs.
That's probably a trip to Thunder Basin
or Natrona, because East is losing. So the number 1 and it's going to be Natrona.
Yeah, if they're the 7th seed,
it'll be
yeah.
Thunder Basin, yeah, because Thunder Basin lost.
Oh, there he's wrapped up. What a play there by South. Who is that? Is that big Austin White again?
Austin White.
And Goosen loses yards there.
Lost 3.
I'll bring up 3rd down, but the clock is under 6 minutes now. Been a fun season, fans. You know, it's always nice when South can make it to the last game and still be in playoff contention. They did get a couple of good wins this year, good road win at Rock Springs, and a good home win against Gillette as Central calls timeout. So as we look back on this season, you know, it started out with South playing Murderer's Row right off the bat. They had Natrona, they had Thunder Basin, they had East, Kelly Walsh when they were good earlier this year with Brock Spiegelberg. Their first 4 games out were real tough games. Then they were able to get that big win at Rock Springs. Was that their first road win ever? No, they beat Laramie.
And we beat Central. We beat Central too.
Okay, so they've had a few road wins in the past. But that was a big road win this year over at Rock Springs. And then, of course, you know, Humbling coming back and taking on Sheridan. The Laramie thing got away from them a little bit. And, of course, last week they had a pull-out one against Gillette. But 2 big wins on the season for this team. And, again, being in playoff contention in this last game, you know, there's something to say for that.
Yeah, it's something to build on. That's the whole thing. It's something to build on. They won 2 games this year. They won 1 game last year. The year before that, they won 4. 3? Was it 3? Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's something to build on. And like I said, you've got a lot of young talent. You've got a lot of young talent on the South team. It's making sure they come back next year. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of these kids will have varsity experience going into next year. Something that South really, you know, we only have about a handful of kids that get varsity experience, and the rest of them are brand new because they didn't get to play varsity the year before.
Going for the end zone. That looked like offensive pass interference. Looked like the receiver grabbed the DB and threw him off to the side. Yeah, and there's some good freshmen coming up from that 8th grade Johnson program. Coach Vio talks about it. You know, the Trujillo kids and
Weber.
You know, Weber's coming up and Dylan Choate.
And then, you know, you had some freshmen this year that got hurt that didn't get to play. Patterson.
Yeah.
You know, Casey, he didn't get to play. He got hurt. One of the last walkthroughs, 20, and he made it.
35-yarders up and good. So let's take a timeout here. You're listening to high school football. It's 31-10 Central here on 1112 BISN.
Your Bison Network.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 19,000 here in Wyoming. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Wyoming High School Activities Association and the Wyoming Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back. Well, the plus side of this week, Denver Broncos rolled the Cardinals last night. So that's good to see. And granted, they do have the Chiefs coming up next. And, I think the one thing that the Aikman and Buck forgot last night is we played the Chiefs pretty much to the end last time we played them in Denver. But, the Chiefs are a good team this year. So
the kickoff coming here. This one's all but in the books as Kari Wright will field it at about the 4-yard line. He's going to be up to the 20. Tries to cut back and just not much there as he's up to about the 22-yard line.
So the question here is, and here's my question. You've got a lot of talent coming back next year, a lot of speed coming back next year. Are you going to keep the same system? Are you going to keep the double wing system in? A lot of questions and answers that Coach Gallus is going to ask himself this offseason. Like, is he going to keep the same system? It's not a bad system. I think maybe expand onto it because you got a lot of speedsters. You've got that Braden Hughes kid who's going to be a state champion in track one day. You've got him, and you've got Burns. He's a good quarterback who's fast. You got Kari Wright. You got Alex Soto coming back. So the question is what are you going to do system-wise now to keep some of these kids and utilize their abilities as best as you could, Steve?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. They've been staunch defenders of this double wing. It's their offense. I believe they brought it up with them, and that first year they brought it out, really caught some people by surprise, and was really a potent offense. The first half of that first year they ran it. I think teams have kind of caught up to it a little bit now. As this season has gone on, South has diversified a little bit. They throw a few more counters and some things of that nature in, but it's I just don't know that it's an offense in this wide open 4A with the way teams are so wide open.
Well, if you want to compete with the Big Four, if you want to compete with the Natronas, the Thunder Basins, the East, something's going to have to change a touch.
There's a completion there to Hunter Scott out to about the 37-yard line, so about a 15-yard completion there for Cade Burns. And you see right there, that's perfect example of them being able to open that up.
Burns, really good arm. He's one of those dual threat quarterbacks. He can run. He's got those long legs. He's fast. But when you got the speed like Hughes coming up, Leandre Ray, but Hughes, I would honestly put him as a receiver and just whoever's covering him better be able to stick with him. I mean, that's what my thought process would be. Mascarena's coming back.
There's a give up the middle to Trimble, and he'll bull his way. .68 and 52 on the tackle. Trimble gets 4.
I wonder if they went to this lineup. Maybe did Joe Hansen get hurt or something?
He was grabbing his back earlier. Now he's kneeling down on the sideline next to Tyler Wilkin.
But I'll tell you what, it's been fun watching Trey Trimble play, though. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he's had a great career here at South. I think he was a little disappointed last year maybe that he didn't win the quarterbacking job. And this year starting out, he didn't win the job. But they went to him late in the season, and he's been a true competitor for this team. Great defensive player, probably their best defensive player from that linebacker position. And Grandma and Grandpa listening in Kingman, Arizona, as we give some final thoughts on Trey Trimble as his career here as a Bison football player winds to an end. Burns throws. Hunter Scott, first down. Number 7, Nathaniel Talich on the tackle. That'll move the chains, but time not on the side of the Bison. I don't think they have enough time to get anything done here. Moves it up to the 48. I thought they were at the 48. Huh. That just screws my drive sheet up.
They were 4 yards
must have
away
been
from
at the 40.
They were at the 44.
Okay.
Yeah.
First and 10 South. And I think now is where you can really air it out and see what you got for next year. Burns rolls, looks, throws, and throws behind Trey Trimble. Falls incomplete.
That's honestly better that it went incomplete. So, because Trimble had like 3 Indians on him.
But Alan's been talking about, the winter season coming up too, and you'll see a lot of these same Bison in action. The Cade Burnses and the Kobe Bardos playing some basketball. Does Mascarenas play basketball? Yeah. Dominic Dominguez is a good wrestler for this South team, along with some of the other guys out there that'll wrestle for them. We'll try to get some wrestling on the air this year.
And then Central, they're going to have a really good basketball team this year.
Big run there by Trimble. Big yards all the way down to the 39 of Central. So that'll be 13 on the carry for Trimble. They'll set the ball and wind it.
Who's that safety in the back with his hands on his knees right now? Right by the back judge.
31.
Is it?
Huh?
Is it 31?
31.
Okay.
Burns to throw. Kobe Bardo with a reception. Wow, nice catch there, Kobe. The Gazelle. Kobe Barto, the Gazelle, reaches for the ball. And it's completion down to the 23, so 16 on the reception.
And another Bison first down. 2:42 left. Sorry, I got to update the score right now.
That's 31 out there. No, it isn't. Here, old man. Look at these glasses.
Which one? The one on the right or the left?
The
one
safety.
The top. He's right behind the umpire right now.
Fake there. Burns to throw. Burns, oh my goodness, Hunter Scott's got a case of the dropsies. Looking at his hands like, why did you betray me, hands?
Now, and that's one thing I will say, Burns this year, earlier in the season when he was a starting quarterback, he was plagued with his receivers dropping his passes.
Yeah.
He had a lot of passes that were right on the money.
I couldn't agree more.
He had guys just drop it. And so I think it was, it was probably a good thing that they put Trimble in there, get that senior leadership in there, let Burns have a chance to catch his breath. Because you know what? This kid's a talent, and he's a very talented player. And oh, man.
Trimble's going to rumble and bumble. Hell, he's going to have almost 50 yards here in the fourth quarter alone, all the way down to the 11. Give him 12.
12 on the carry.
And, boy, if South could have moved the ball like this the entire second half, it might have been a different game. They'll have first and 10 at the 11. Burns. Fake skip, keeps it himself, inside the 5. Touchdown, Bison. Cade Burns from 11 yards out.
That makes it 31-16.
7 plays. 78 yards on the drive. Took them just short of 4 minutes to do it. And see, if you go for 2 here, it puts you down 13. So doesn't really help you to go for 2. You might as well kick the extra point, I would think. But so likely an onside kick coming up for South. Have they tried one of those yet this year?
I haven't. No, they haven't.
So they'll try for 2 here. And Burns is into the end zone for the 2, so South's going to make the score a little more respectable. And
was it Burns or Trimble?
It was Burns. Cade Burns.
Nice. Oh, they saying it failed? What?
No, it's good. Come
good.
on, guys.
It's good.
Pull your heads out and get it going. So we'll keep it here with a minute 44. South probably going to, well, definitely needs to try the onside here. Now the score says 31-30. What a comeback for the Bison.
Boy, that was a great touchdown. That was a huge touchdown. That was a huge 2-point conversion. A 12.2.
That was a 12-point. That was a 14-point conversion. You got to give one of the Central fans a coronary over there.
Oh, man, that's great.
That's not the score.
So make sure you come back to 11-12 BISN this winter for the winter season as we cover wrestling and – oh, the lights went out. Huh. Wrestling and basketball. New era of South basketball coming in to this season as we'll have our first new coach since South has opened. Schaefer has been our coach forever. He retired, semi-retired, and Coach Bailey.
Okay, here we go. On cider.
Stepping in.
Hot apple cider. Oh, my God.
That's not an onside kick.
Kick it away. Oh, my goodness.
Who recovered that? I mean, who received it?
I don't know.
21 with the.
I don't know. Blaine Dilly. That's a little disappointing. Got to at least try for the onside, don't you?
Wow, that's
Throw
about
a couple balls deep. Make it interesting.
Yeah.
But no, kick away.
1:40 left in this game. Central leading by 13, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see more passes. Would you say?
Yeah, I mean, that would just be pretty silly in my book.
Yeah, we've seen some silly things. 192nd broadcast for 11-12 BISN tonight, so we will hit our 200th broadcast this winter. Hopefully we plan something special, like some new graphics. Let's make sure that's 11, or the quarterback in is at 7.
And straight up the middle. And that'll be Goosen.
I don't think that was Goosen.
You don't think it was Goosen? 31.
31.
Give 30 credit for a tackle there.
Who?
30.
30?
Sam Lister.
Nice. 6 yards on the carry for number 31.
So just about a minute left in the 2018 season for the South High Bison.
If you want to advertise for the winter season, give us a call at 307-287-3205 or email us at, ooh, wow,
that's 34. Oh, look at him rumble and bumble. Flags are down, but 34 for Central is Joey Kostelecki. So, yeah, winter advertising opportunities. Call 307-287-3205 if you want to advertise for the winter season. Tell them Steve McDonald sent you.
15-yard penalty on the Bison. Or just, 5-yard penalty.
Oh, no, it was a bigger one than that one.
So,
just 5 at the end of that. Clock's ticking 42. I think Central's just going to take a knee. It's Nathaniel Talich at quarterback now. And he will just take a knee. And, fans, that's going to do it for the 2018 season. South ends up 2-7 on the season. They are going to fall a game short of the 2018 4A football playoffs. Their season has ended. Take our hat off to Coach Gallus and the staff for keeping these guys going through this season. We'll take the couple of wins and build on that. But say goodbye to these seniors tonight here on homecoming. You know, some of the some of the seniors that have really helped this team throughout the years. You know, the Trey Trimble, he's going to be hanging it up. Tyler Wilkins is the senior. Wyatt Garcia, Dominic Dominguez, Sam Lister, Austin White's a senior. Brady Dunn's a senior. Jimmy Jackson, Jace Packard, and Brandon Pruitt. We're going to say goodbye. Also, Pedro Silva, the senior, we're going to say goodbye to them. So, Alan, final thoughts on the 2018 season?
You know, it had its ups and downs, Steve. I'm not going to lie. It had its ups and downs. But you know what? We saw some of the youth coming up for South, and if they can keep this youth involved in the game, they're going to pay huge dividends for the Bison. So.
We've sure had fun having you with us this year. Again, South ended up 2-7. They'll miss the playoffs. Stay tuned to 1112 BISN on YouTube. Subscribe. Also, go to SouthHighBisonAthletics.com. We'll see you here for winter sports season.
I want to give a special thanks to some of our advertisers and sponsors: Robert Martinez Agency, Richardson Construction, Round Top Mountain Motel and Cabins in Thermopolis, Pena Business Services, S&J Signs, and Physical Therapy and Balance Centers.
So for Alan Cummings, this is Steve McDonald. We're going to sign off here for 2018 on 1112 BISN. Thanks for listening to your Bison Network.